Hello everyone and welcome to Harlequins Live, brought to you by Silverbug. And it has to be said, days like today are what rugby and supporting Harlequins are all about. The glorious Southwest London sunshine, the best ground in the land, the best competition in European rugby, and the best guests as well. Luke Northmore, welcome.
Brilliant entrance.
You were wearing corduroy shorts and a salmon pink t-shirt, which makes me think you're not involved today and you're not in a position to train. No. So tell us what's up.
Unfortunately against London Irish I managed to tear my groin. Had a few complications around suspected hernia and things, but luckily that's all clear. I've had God knows how many scans this week in various parts of London, but I'm okay all in all. A few weeks on the sidelines. I think
so
we've seen
glad.
too much of each other this week, haven't we? That's why you're laughing at
no,
me.
never
like
too much.
already.
No, I'm so glad you said I've had scans in various parts of London, because I thought you were going to be so many scans in various parts of my body, but it is the groin that's keeping you out.
They're different scans, not to be discussed.
Well, let's talk about today then, because obviously you'll be disappointed. Well, are you disappointed not to be playing?
Yeah, absolutely. Look at the day and the occasion. Saturday at 12:30 at the Stoop, with a big challenge on our hands. It's always the games that boys want to be involved in.
This track's made for you as well, isn't it? Hard, dry.
Yeah. Arguably a bit too much sun if I'm on the wing, because I can't really see that well.
The good news is we're at the back of the stand today, so we're going to be in the shade, and that's better news for me than you, because I'm a little bit pale.
Yeah, that is upsetting, but needs must.
Yeah, let's talk about prep then, because obviously you've been scanned, but you will have been around the group. I obviously aren't privy to the things that you are, but there is a lot of positivity around today. Not just Harlequin supporters, but the press. Everyone really believes in this group and this project and what can happen in the next 80 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you look at the last 18 months of results that probably haven't gone as well as we would like to start with, we always find a way to bring it back. And I think not only does that create a lot of belief in us as a squad, but certainly as a fans. Everywhere I've seen on social media and from the press, it's just, you can never write this Quins side off, and it's definitely true. All the messages throughout the week from the meetings I've been involved in, and the way the boys are chatting amongst one another, is that we never wrote off, and it's going to be a big game, and I think that everyone's ready to step up to the occasion.
I can't wait, honestly. And Lucas said we've seen too much of each other this week. We've seen each other literally twice, that's it. But more on that later.
Too many hours in one.
Come on, he's very, very mean. We were supposed to have two guests today, but Jack Kenningham hasn't turned up. So if he does turn up, then we've got to make it as awkward as possible as we can for him.
I don't think he should be allowed on. I think we can. I'm going to say it now, we're writing him off.
Do you like competitions?
Yeah, and I've got a lot of things to tell you about mine and Jack Kenningham's competitions in the last week.
Oh.
He's half an hour late. So.
Well, that's 1-0 to you today, but we do have a competition for the supporters. I'm going to let Luke continue to stew. An away kit is here to be won. Let's have it appear magically. There it is. If you want to win this jersey, the right way round, obviously, it's going to be signed by Luke and Jack if he turns up, and we'll do it live so you know it's authentic. All you have to do is head over to the Harlequins social media and tag us in a photograph of any away match you've been to. If you've been on tour with Quins, send us a picture, and the best one will win that jersey. We've had a few good ones already. Any caught your eye?
We have, haven't we? We've discussed it before. There's a great photo of a man, Harlequins tattoo on his chest, full Harlequins kit. That's dedication, isn't it?
Well, that is the early leader. However, if you've got a great photo, firstly, we'd love to see it. Throughout the day, some are going to be going up on the big screen here at the Stoop. You won't be able to see those, but you will be able to see all of the photos that people get tagged in. Let's celebrate together before the match, and hopefully we'll be celebrating a victory afterwards. Another man who will hopefully be celebrating is Tabai Matson, and I spoke to him before kick-off. Sunshine in southwest London, backs against the wall, great crowd expected and a great team selected. This is what being a Quins is all about, isn't it?
Yeah, all of those things. And it's, you talk about like it's a great challenge. Like we often start slowly and end up 14 points behind anyway, so let's just get that over and done with and chase down the score.
Webb comes back today.
Exciting.
Yeah. I mean, it is exciting. It's exciting for me as a fan. What about you as a coach and the group in general?
Well, I think I didn't see him play last year, but every time people speak about him to me and the footage I've seen, he's exceptional, isn't he? And you probably probably don't realise what you're missing until they come back and play their first game and on a big occasion. So, I don't have a high expectation from today. From to just be out there playing as a game at the Stoop is going to be really special. And what a challenge he's got in front of him.
We say you don't have high expectations, and that's fair enough because you're a very fair man. But do you think he has high expectations?
I'm sure he's wanting to leave where he left off, start where he left off, and I think he played a little bit a couple of weeks ago and was looked really good. And so for him, it's just about building up. Perfect time of the year, we've got 11 games left, and so for him, he's going to be fit just as it really matters. So, and not saying that today doesn't matter, but no expectations on Wev.
If I speak to you at 3 o'clock today, the full-time whistle's just gone, what's a great Saturday look like?
I think for us getting over this obstacle, this team is going to make it very hard early on. Clearly we want the game to open up earlier rather than later, but we've got to be really pragmatic early, and so we need 15 points more than they do, so that is simply it. Get over and get to a quarter final.
Enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the game, good luck.
Thanks, Davey.
Great to hear from Tabs, as always. Oh my...
I think just ignore it.
Should we just ignore it? Just pretend, isn't it?
Yeah. Loads of great matchups today, isn't there?
Yeah.
Really excited, especially out wide. Joe Marchant starting at 13. I think it's arguably a different back line.
He's looking at us, we got to... Come on.
We have only got 2 mics, haven't we? So...
Did he just touch me on the bum with it?
He tried to put it in your face as well.
I love Harlequins Live. Jack, nice to see you, mate.
I'm a little bit late, lads.
A little bit.
Standing close next to Luke so you guys can shit. In fact, you come in the middle with me. Come on.
You're allowed. We've had a few heated discussions about whether or not you should be allowed.
I'll be completely honest with you. We thought you were a no-show today. Alas, this is a live show and you were stood there, so we thought we'd bring you in. How are you, mate?
I'm very good, thank you. Lovely weather, isn't it? Lots to be excited for today, really. So
we covered all that in the first minute.
Yeah, you missed it.
Well, I'm
sorry.
An hour I was late. Over here having a little mosey round, just enjoying it. I got my flag. I gave it away, but I had a flag. I was really enjoying it.
Did you sign it?
No. They just. I gave it to my mate. I've got a load of mates in today. So.
Oh, a load of mates.
You turn up and you're being funny as well.
Okay, very good. Anyway, we've got to focus here. We've heard from Tabai Matson. We'll be hearing from Danny Care shortly. Let's talk about leadership, and we'll start with you two. Who's the best leader?
Luke. Luke is a great leader.
I arguably think maybe out of just slightly a bit more age and experience, not necessarily of caps, but just being around. When I first arrived, Ken was in the academy, so maybe didn't always have the opportunity to speak well, but I know that when he does speak very kindly. But thanks for saying to being nice.
Things keep coming over here, and I think
it's on purpose.
Some troublesome Montpellier boys who are here to play some rugby, but Quins are too. We're going to be hearing from DC shortly. Now is your opportunity to say whatever you want about him. It can be a positive message about what a great guy and a great player he is. It could be a little story that we've never heard before, or you might want to throw him completely under the bus. So Danny Care, you two on him, the floor is yours.
I don't know what to say about Danny. I mean, he's a man of all trades. I mean, only the other day was he on was it Greatest Showman? He's brilliant at rugby, he's brilliant at singer, he's a great actor. What else? But no, I think he's going to be really excited for today, actually, more than anyone else. Sun's out at the Stoop. They'll probably be chanting his name within the first 10 minutes.
Well, there could be one period of 10 minutes where they're not chanting his name.
Yeah, well, yeah, the way things are going, yellow isn't off the cards. He's really enjoying them at the moment, but we have a thing where you get sweets or shower gel if you get like a yellow card, so we've been topped up with lots of sweets in the week to keep us going.
He'll just be using that to get some kind of sponsorship deal, probably.
I think he bought about 25 to 30 Kinder eggs in for the lads on the start of the week, and he made a big pyramid out of them, and everyone loved it. Heads up.
Seasonal.
We'll play down there. We'll play back there. Scrum down.
Before I pull one of those faces when a ball hits me, let's hear from Danny Care now. He is full of optimism ahead of this one. Of course he is. Is he going to lead us to victory?
I think we were great for the first 20 minutes. I think the middle sort of 25-30, really poor, let ourselves down, slipped off tackles, dropped the ball, didn't play in the right areas of the field. So we took some good learnings from it against a good team, against one of the very top teams in Europe, which which Montpellier are, you're going to get punished, and without the blink of an eye, we're 4 tries down. So we're really proud of the effort that we've done to keep this tie alive. We can't wait to welcome them back to the Stoop this Saturday. We can't wait to hear the noise that the Stoop's going to bring. We know what we've got to do now. We know we've got to go and win the game and score the points that we need to do. And I know it wasn't our greatest performance, but still, Quins being Quins, I think we're quietly confident that we're going to cause them a few problems this week. It's Champions League week. It feels like that. You know, you do have the home and away legs. It's new. It's something we've never experienced before. But I think it's exciting. You know, every point counts. But you know, Lewis Liner's intercept at the end of the game could be the reason we progress into the next round. So got to fight for everything. We're going to fight. We're going to give it our all on Saturday. We know a very big good teams coming our way, and we're going to have to be a lot better than we were at the weekend, and that's a massive challenge for us. It's tough. It is a step up from the Premiership. You know, we're up against the best team in France at the minute, and that showed at the weekend. We were a little bit off in a few areas, and if you are, you're going to get punished. So, but if we raise our game, we think we take a lot of confidence from what we did in the last 30 minutes of that game. Hopefully we can cause some problems and make it a great European day. It's great to see so many Quins fans who made the trip. We really appreciated them coming all the way to France. I know some of them had taken 24, 48 hours to get there, but they got there. But yeah, if we could get back to the Stoop, fully packed crowd, hopefully we show them on the pitch how much they mean to us.
Danny Care, ever the optimist, no matter what these two say. It is great to have him in the side, and he is going to be at the forefront of everything. If you're just tuning in, we've got a great competition for you today. You could win this jersey that is going to be signed by these two men. In fact, I'd like you boys to do it right now so we can prove the authenticity. If you want to be in,
Please may hold that.
with an opportunity of winning, all you have to do is get on the Quins social media and tag us in a picture of you at an away game.
Make it big.
If it's a great photograph, then you'll be in with a chance of winning. We'll be announcing that later on. It will be signed by Jack Kenningham and Luke Northmore, Harlequins Premiership winners, no less. Pop the lid on that.
Lovely little number.
You've just squiggled on that.
You hold that.
It's my special swiggle.
You're now interviewing Luke. I'd like to hear an away day memory from either of you two. Russell, who produces the show, has just taken Matrix-like evasive action here. I wish we had 2 cameras so you could have seen it. Troublesome away players. I like it. Anyway, away memory from you. Something to do with the fans.
Arguably we talk about it a lot, don't we? But Bristol away, I just remember, maybe it was Tyrone scoring in the second half, just when the tide was turning. I just remember looking up and just hearing and seeing a group of reprobates up in the corner going absolutely berserk, and I thought, this is the day that we're going to do something special. And arguably, like every time we play at the Stoop, really, there's fans going. I just think the transition from when I first arrived at the Stoop to the fans compared to now, it's just part and parcel. We feel very much a lot closer together, and obviously COVID was a disappointment that we couldn't have many fans in, but now it's massive, and it's something that we've become very reliant on.
Yeah, definitely. I reckon a couple of weeks ago, obviously I haven't been playing, but London Irish away, that looked absolutely crazy. That looked amazing. Sort of game I'd love to have been involved in, with that many fans just going crazy. But yeah, like Luke said, Bristol was special. It was a very, very special day. So yeah, probably
the
right.
The spirit of Bristol is with us today. We're going to be all right. I mean, we don't have COVID to thank for many things, but we do have it to thank for Quins Live. So here we are, and thank you for tuning in wherever you are around the world. We are counting down to kick-off. Get your photos in so you can win this jersey. And speaking of the fans, Quins are the Supporters Association. They're the ones who arranged that trip to London Irish, and they went over to Montpellier as well to find out all about it. I spoke to Will Humphreys. The purple patch on the pitch is hugely down to the purple patch off the pitch as well. The supporters here at Quins are unbelievable, and the supporters club is a massive part of that. Will's here from Quinser. Nice to see you.
Great to see you, Dave.
I say nice to see you. We always have a chat on match day, but rarely with the microphones, so I thought we'd make it official. I'm overdressed today, but you're definitely overdressed. You're going to melt in that jacket.
What can I say? They call us the Barber Brigade for a reason, you know. You've got to keep up the standards, Dave. So I definitely starting to regret it a bit, especially because I think I can feel the wax coming off. So,
well, in which case, sorry for letting you down. Let's talk Quinser, and let's talk you going on tour to France last week. How was it?
Honestly, even though we lost by 14 points, it was one of the best weekends I've had. easily in the last 2 or 3 years, like I said.
Well, sprinkle some detail on
Well, I mean, other than obviously EasyJet, cheers for cancelling and delaying the flights. Once we got out there, it was very easy to get to. Obviously, there was about 400 of us who bought through Quinza, probably another 100 on top of that as well. So there was probably about 500, and it was just brilliant. Like amazing locals, amazing atmosphere, real party atmosphere. There were bands playing, all the French were coming up, want to take pictures, swap flags. Oh, it was an amazing time, Dave.
I looked so good, and I got such FOMO not being there, and I'm sure there are people who are watching this at home. If fans do want to go on an away trip, how do they get in touch with Quinza? How do they try and make that happen?
So, obviously we have our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our Twitter page. It's quite simple, Quinza, QUINSSA. Had to make sure I got it correctly. And really, it's just something we do for the fans. Since we've been around since 2003, it only costs a £5 to join. It's always been the same. And with that £5, you get 15% off at select local Fuller's pubs like the Cabbage Patch here. When we did the London Irish game a couple of weeks ago, we got 20%, so £9 off there. And we got £3 off for this game here, which was 10% off.
I wasn't even expecting you to give it the big sell, but you have there. That's great knowledge of the stats. Let's talk about that Irish game then, because there was that big block of supporters that made an incredible noise. The atmosphere was unbelievable, but the build-up to the game as well, that's one of my favourite away days since being involved with Harlequins.
Oh, it was. And I have to say, credit where credit's due. Our chairman, Scott Kirk, he was the main brains behind the operation there. He was the one who got in contact with Oliver Lawrenson at the London Irish ticket office. Obviously, he spoke with our amazing team here at Harlequins. And yeah, it was between the three of them. They just worked it between themselves. And we managed to, we got out nice and early. London Irish did a really good deal on tickets for us, and yeah, it really was just an amazing day. I think the fact it's the first game at Brentford, like I said, it's just up the road. It's just, it was a lovely day as well. People obviously want to go and see great rugby, and I do think that we play the greatest brand of rugby in the domestic, if not the whole of the continent. And yeah, it was great.
It was a beautiful day, it was a beautiful result. But, it's not just about the here and now, the last two away games and the great time that you have. You've been coming here for a long time. How long have you been a Quins supporter for?
So I've been, I'm 30 years this year. Okay. I'd probably say my first game was, I can tell when my first game was when Quins won the European Shield in 2001 against Narbonne. Since then, I've been obviously a big, massive fan. Only been a season ticket holder, though, for this season. Okay. Like I said, I know, but I've always been to every big game and everything. And I have to say, out of all my years, so we're talking about a good, 25 years I've been a fan here. This is the most positive and the best period. I cannot think of a better time to be a Harlequins fan than right now, right here.
I love to hear that so much. All right then, let's tick off a few quick fire questions before I leave you. Seek some shades, because you're not going to remove the barber. Let's have a couple of your favourite memories as a fan then. Favourite home game you can remember and favourite away game you can remember.
Right, so favourite away game I have to remember is London Irish away this season. I'm sorry, we got mentioned by a national newspaper. Yeah. The Daily Telegraph mentioned the Quinza and started a national debate on whether we need to do fan segregation. Well, that's a whole other debate in itself. It was still an amazing away day. So that is definitely, always will be my favourite home game, away game. My favourite home game, I have to go with... You see, everyone's going to think I'm a new fan for saying this, but it has to be from this season, and it has to be the 46 unanswered points we did against Bristol Bears.
Oh, on the Friday night.
Yes, the Friday night lights. I mean, honestly, after that game, when they were playing, what was it, Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, I was just sitting there, honestly thinking I'd just seen like a religious miracle. And I know everyone's going to say, oh, those are two brief things. Well, that just shows I truly do think we're becoming a golden era for Quins rugby.
You did actually see a religious miracle that day, because Will Collier threw a dummy and went in, was it 65, 70 yards?
I think it was all the way from over there, mate, so it might have been a 400, but yeah, you're right, that was the greatest try I've ever seen in my entire life. And I have to say, as someone who used to play as a second row, and when my dad used to tell me, well, why didn't you score a game for Sutton Epsom today, and I would tell him, Dad, I'm a second row, the second rows don't score tries. Now I don't have any excuse whatsoever. A prop scores tries now, and he scores it from such a distance.
Well, Will Collier has ruined it for absolutely everyone. everyone, but you are part of a group that make it special to support Harlequins. Finally then, if people are watching at home and they're not au fait with Quinza, they want to join, tell us one more time, how can they do that?
Well, it's very simple, guys. We have a Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram page, Quinza, Quinssa. You can go on the website, www.quinza.org.uk. Like I said, keep an eye out for myself. All Quinza committee members carry these nice little badges around. There's myself, Scott Kirk, our chairman, Phil Gibson, my vice chair. You'll always see us around. We also have a Quinza stand, usually in the Robshaw bar or outside at the back, next to the south stand over there near the Quin's Head. Keep an eye out for that as well. And honestly, it costs £5 a year, but you can already tell the stuff we get from it, it really is worth every penny.
You can save that £5 in pints discount on a match day. One match day. I wish every interview was that much fun and that easy. Thanks, Will. Enjoy the game today.
Cheers, Dave.
You may have noticed we've changed sides, and that is because in the time that video was running, Luke Northmore decided that he was stood on the slope, and on his debut he's already dishing out diva demands. So I'll come to you first.
No, this isn't my debut, actually.
It's your debut doing the live at the beginning. You've been in the stands with us before.
Okay.
An elephant never forgets.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Gareth Southgate then, because he came to visit you this week. Were you there? Was it fun?
Yeah, I was there, and it was amazing. It was the best interview I've ever got to be a part of, to watch, whether online. Sorry, after that embarrassment at the start. Brilliant. You could just tell he was a lovely man. He spoke brilliantly. It was like he knew what questions were coming, because he answered them just so fluently, which was, I thought I was in awe. I sat there with a big smile on my face for the whole 40 minutes. I couldn't stop smiling.
And if you know Luke Northmore, you know how difficult it is to catch him smiling. Yeah. Let's talk about, well, in fact, there was a video going around of you guys singing his song after you won the Prem. Did that make an appearance?
Yeah, that made an appearance. I think there was one as well after the semi-final, which we showed Gareth. I think he quite enjoyed. And then the rendition at the end of the interview where we all sung it to him, and I don't think he knew quite what to do. But yeah, like adding on what Lukey said, I was fascinated. I thought it was brilliant. I was actually so nervous, about the fact he was just coming in. I was in the same room, and it's I'm in the same room as Gareth Southgate right now. I was like a little fanboy. I was literally sitting in Starbucks when he was on his way up, and he walked through, and I was like, God, it's Gareth Southgate over there. Which is basically what I'm like normally anyway. But I was very excited. He was brilliant. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it too. If you've not seen it, it is superb. Gareth Southgate coming to see how it's done at the Quins, and this is how it went down.
Firstly, everybody's made me really welcome and opened the doors to everything. So for me, it's been a great learning day, and to be able to see the interaction between the coaches and the players, access to the meetings, an insight into the review of last weekend's game and the thought process moving forward. So yes, it's been I'm really grateful for everybody here.
I know you've got a little bit of a relationship with rugby. Can you tell us about that?
Playing or well, I did play at school until I was about 12-13, and a little bit of district, but I was always in those kicking positions, fly half or full back, and once everybody got a bit bigger, I got out the way of it pretty quickly. But no, I've always loved rugby. My dad was a big rugby man, and I used to watch it. He was part of a junior club in Hertfordshire, and so I grew up a lot kicking the ball over posts rather than under them.
It was amazing just to pick his brains, to have him in the building. Firstly, I think he wanted to come and see what we're doing here, which is amazing. And yeah, I met him a couple of times, but every time you meet him, I think you like him even more. I think it's why the whole country is really behind that England team at the minute, is because mainly down to him and what he's done. So he sat in a few of our meetings. I got the opportunity to interview him, so it was pretty surreal but amazing moment that he spoke to the boys and really open and honestly about his life as a player, as a coach, and now obviously as England manager, and the pressures of trying to win a World Cup and bring it home. So that was amazing to have him in the building. He knows, he's been there, he knows how to help these players, and I think that's what you got from him, is he really cares about his players, and I think the coaches really like that as well.
Everything you do each day, the culture of the group and the environment sets the tone. So there's obviously important to have very good players, and that the tactical game plans are right and the detail is right, but the culture around the whole training ground from all of the staff, all of the players, really sets the tone, and I think they're really closely entwined to being a successful team.
We're in the middle of a two-leg tie in Europe now, which is a relatively new thing for rugby. Given that we're down on the scoreboard, how would you maybe approach that? What would you be saying to a team that was behind going into a second leg at home?
Well, the first thing is that I think everybody here seems pretty clear on why the first leg went as it did, so that honest review is important. There's clear belief that they can turn that around as well, and a clear understanding of how they need to go about that happening. So I think the fascinating thing is that you've got a week to live with the last result, and making sure that you emotionally move on from that, and that everybody's clear that this game will have ebbs and flows, and the 14 points might be more at one point, and the aim is for it to be less. And I think the discussions that have happened, that I've seen today, have set the week up really well. There's a comfort in being at home. You won't win games just because you're at home, because you've got to play well and you've got to put everything in place. But home does help. There's a familiarity with the build-up to games. There's the feel of your own support. There's the negativity that the away team feel because of the reverse of those things. And it can be a huge advantage if the crowd are really behind the team and urging them forward. You get an extra discretionary effort that really drives the result.
Yeah, it's amazing to learn from people like Gareth. We had Owen Eastwood in with him as well today. Two guys that if you get 5 minutes to pick their brains, you ask them questions. I think the best thing about Gareth is just so down to earth. He's just a normal lad, and he says he's in the best job in the world, and I think he's got some massive football fans in the room. We love singing his song. We sung his song to him today, which was quite cool. And yeah, to get the opportunity to pick the brains of people like that who are operating at the very, very top, you've got to take that opportunity. So yeah, it's a massive honour for us to have him in today.
Well, if it wasn't hot enough already, we can feel the flames in the back of the Charles Stanley stand. This is Harlequins Live. Welcome wherever you're watching around the world. We've got some great guests for you. You've already missed half an hour of great television, but Jack Kenningham's here, Luke Northmore's here, and you are wherever you are around the world. We're at the Stoop, the sun is out, the flags are waving, the flames are firing, and we've got a 14-point deficit to overturn here. It's not a bad day to be a Harlequin, boys.
I don't think it's ever a bad day to be a Harlequin, is it? Really?
Great answer. Right, I haven't got very good ears, so make sure you get that nice and close.
And then I lose my smile zone.
Those flamethrowers work, don't they?
They are hot.
They could do with singeing your tips off, couldn't they?
Singeing his botts off?
So
Who's talking about my lovely hair?
It is good. Are you old enough to remember Street Fighter 2?
No, sir, sorry.
Okay, so for anyone born in the 80s, of course, you'll be familiar with legendary beat-em-up game Street Fighter 2. You look a lot like the character Guile. Anyway, we have got a game to watch. If you've never joined us for Harlequins Live before, it's people watching rugby. We're going to enjoy the game. We want to enjoy it with you. You're not going to see the game. You're going to see Luke's smiling face. Maybe Jack's if we're lucky. We're going to be asking the experts throughout the day. That's you too. So if you've got any questions, get them on YouTube, get them on Facebook, get them in the chat section, and we'll put them to these boys.
Come on, boys!
The away team arrives here in blue with white shorts. Harlequins are led out by Alex Gombrand in the famous quarters. Tizard behind him, then Marchand. Simo's wearing number 4 in the black scrum cap. Marcus Smith sprints past them all.
Will Pollard, high five straight to the mascot. Excellent way to start the day.
Marla's out last. Fist bumps the mascot. Of course he does. Oh, I am excited. The mission is simple. Win by 15 points, and it is a home quarter final. Fantastic atmosphere here. The smoke blowing towards the southwest corner.
Stand in solidarity with the Ukrainian people amidst its ongoing invasion. Together we should for all those who've been affected, and we ask you now to join us.
So Mike Boville is asking the stoop to stand for a moment of silence in solidarity with the people of Ukraine. Immaculately observed moment of silence, and what that does give us is the first chance to hear that famous stoop roar. And I tell you what, given that it's an early kick-off on a Saturday, this is a pretty good turnout, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, surprisingly on Easter weekend, isn't it? You know,
How are you
a lot of
boys?
people busy away, but great turnout.
How are you boys with Easter? Do you wait for Sunday for your eggs, or are you?
No, I had one yesterday.
Good man. Breakfast of champions, and we've got two champions joining us today. Marcus Smith gets Quins underway. Oh, and Quins have
Won it back. Straight
won
away.
it back. Will Collier on the ball.
Here's the tempo we need. Come on, Joe.
Lovely.
How are you boys today? You nervous? Oh, first touch for Webb. Get over that gain line, boy.
Straight down in the spokes.
Oh, that's Wacker's just been smashed off the ball there. How the? How?
Yeah, and he's looking at the.
I can't swear.
Oh, here we go, Thomas!
Yes, Mentos!
Hugh Jones!
What a start!
Talk to me about
What a start!
Just what we needed. Just what we needed.
Will Evans giving the big pump up to the fans.
Oh,
What a start.
What a great start.
It's exactly what we ordered. Early try.
Arguably something we don't do very well.
Yeah.
We start well early on.
Thomas hitting lines as well.
Is that within a minute, do you reckon? Within a,
Well, they haven't even started the clock.
well, 1 minute and 5 seconds.
That's a great try.
Here we go.
Quins 5,
Wow, what a great
Montpellier
start.
0.
What a great start. Win the ball back off kickoff.
Yeah, this is it now, isn't it? The main thing is how we react. Sorry.
I will continue to do that. We need to hear you. The people need to hear you. Right, Smithy. In his new boots that we're not going to talk about, but he is wearing new boots. With a chance to add the extras. It's from 25 metres in from touch to the right to the sticks. Drive
Lovely.
through. Thank you. All right.
That's the way to start a game of rugby, which you're 14 points down on.
Yes. All right. -7. Let's go. The way they play when they've got a little bit of space, and the way we play when we've got a little bit of space in these kind of conditions, today could be absolute chaos, couldn't it?
It really could be.
It's a good start. If we just exit well from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The man at the moment, those aren't the carries he enjoys all that much. But he still doesn't.
Does anyone though?
I think you would probably question
Look at
Marlon.
If you're not watching the match and you're just watching with us, Marla has just taken the most glorious lunge at the side of the ruck there. And Montpellier have the ball just inside their own half for the first time, and they want a penalty.
That's very unfortunate.
She's saying no release.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arguably probably right. We could have given him a little bit more time.
So Danny Care marshalling the touchline on the close side. We've got a change of venue today for regular viewers. We're usually over in the DHL stand. They put us in the Charles Stanley stand for this.
Dropped it.
Oh, and the supporters dropped it. It's a big challenge though, isn't it? If it comes to you, do you catch it? Do you punch it?
It's nerve-wracking, isn't it? I
Yeah.
think you have to try and catch it. but I'd probably drop it.
Thomas has had a slight change of haircut as well, hasn't he?
Is he?
He's gone tight with the fade. He's left a bit more on top.
Yeah, he does like that. He does like that. I've been telling him for a while, actually.
Okay.
Magic Scissors in Guildford. If anybody
Get up,
wants to know
Shannon.
about Alex Donbrown gets his haircut.
Right then, Montpellier, catch and drive. A lot of effort going in early to this. It's moving forward as well.
It is. That's lovely from Webb there.
Simo hasn't changed his bind, so he's held it up.
Webby's on the ball. One of the day.
He's put
Goodness me, some boy.
Will Evans, welcome home.
It's so good to see that man back and playing, isn't it?
You and him have been on the same leg routine by the looks of things.
No, that's exactly what we need. Hassle the breakdown, slow the ball down.
Yes!
Joe Marchant turns it over.
Oh!
We can't quite see what's going on, but that's unlucky.
It is absolute chaos here, isn't it?
We can't see what's going on, but there's no way it should have been against us.
Welcome to Quinn's Live, Ken. It's great to have you back.
Spot on. I think it's arguably time we have our first sip of summer and fun
Oh,
in the sun.
hey, boys, cheers
It
to
should
you.
be. Should be.
Awesome,
Oh,
sorry,
well
I've got
done.
Not out,
Got a
thank
thumb
you.
in there as well.
Well, no,
We got three.
We have three.
We have.
You can at least just enjoy the sip.
I'd love to, but I've got the car and another game later.
Wow.
Wow. Professionalism
Disappointing.
is.
I mean, some of us.
Cheers, Gunners.
Cheers, mate.
Some of us are at work.
Cheers to all Quins fans watching. Fun in the sun on Easter weekend.
Oh, he's going for the posts. Boring. Is it good?
Lovely drop that on a Saturday afternoon.
Oh. Hopefully you're enjoying a lovely drop as well. Get some questions in for these boys. Hoping to have a bit of fun with them. I've already bored everyone with my Buck Super Rugby stat about you two. It's a good one, though.
What is that stat?
You were in the same team of the year.
Yeah, we were.
I do remember that.
Oh, the cheer will tell you the penalty's been missed.
And Hugh Jones has stuck that high into the sky.
Yeah, nice.
And safe.
Get it out.
Very, very safe.
Get it out of there.
It's actually got a decent nudge on him, Hugh Jones, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he could play fullback. He's doing a brilliant job.
Literally all last season.
Yeah, out of Glasgow.
I literally just didn't.
Take a bit of time to get to know your teammates.
All right.
He's just such a brilliant centre.
Yeah.
That, that's why.
Okay, line out ball for Montpellier. They're attacking the 22 again, hitting the
Nice
line.
whacker.
Yeah.
Whacker's got
Yes, Wev.
Some boy. A bit of a controversial one. Andre Pollard at 12.
Yeah.
Very much.
That's odd.
But what a guy to have at 12 when you've got an inexperienced 10, though. You know, like
hasn't had much game time of recent. Webby, chop number 2. that lad will stick his hands. And who's that with the turnover?
Oh, it's brilliant.
We can't quite
Was
see
that Marler?
Caden Murley.
He's been brilliant this
Similar
year.
stature to Webb.
I was going to say, speaking of boys who have been on the same leg programme.
Yeah.
Right then, Danny Care. Box kick.
Good option.
Oh, great take.
Ooh.
Great take. Although since the try, not really had a touch.
That's high. The sun is beaming down. And
Nice
the experienced Harlequins number 9.
Ooh.
Oh!
Boshing people.
Shaking people off. That's a great clear out.
Tis pushing the referee out of the
go
way
on,
as well.
Tiz.
I'd like an exit here, please, boys. Quinn's just on their own 22. Ooh. Two very big men colliding there.
Marla likes it. Marla likes what he sees,
Yeah, he does. Ooh, run away. A little bit of confusion there, but that'll do.
Well, the pass was to Hugh Jones, but I'm not sure Smithy knew he was there. Oh, was it passed back in?
A little bit of an upset.
Oh, no.
That's frustrating.
Well, big opportunity for Montpellier then.
The breakdown has been huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're not even 10 minutes into the game and we've created 4 turnovers inside our own half.
All right then, come on, pinch this one. Hammond's going
Get him, Joel.
There's only one way this is going.
Okay, big opportunity here for Montpellier, but before Actually, no.
we turned that over? I think we've turned that over.
We've got a question for you here, Luke, but we're going to wait for the ball to go dead first.
A little bit of a fisticuffs going on. 15 metre line.
Nice.
That is a little battle brewing, isn't it, between Williamson and Marler?
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Oh, God.
Machine.
Unlucky. Oh, great
well
shot.
done, Caden. That's a big tackle, that, because they had a big overlap.
Got to go left. Right, we've got a question, but I don't want you to answer it yet because we're 5
at the moment.
metres out from our own line. Okay. Oh, Tom Lorday's here. Tommy Lords.
Wow, this is actually a very big question.
Pork pies or Cornish pasties? Thank you for your question, Tom Lorday. But it's not just Quins players who are allowed to ask questions.
Any questions related to Cornish pasties or pork pies, I'm happy to answer.
Okay.
Always.
Is it Cornwall or Melton Mowbray then? Where are we going?
My heart will always be a Cornish pasty, but I do love a pork pie.
Do you?
And the reason that Lord Tom has sent this question in is that when we used to live together in Guildford,
No, go on.
When we used to live in Guildford together, we would sneakily, when we would go to Sainsbury's, would buy 6 Melton Mowbrays.
6?
And we would, there's just a small pack, you know, the mini Melton Mowbrays.
Yeah.
And then we would eat 3 each, and we would put the rubbish in the recycling bin so it never ever got into the house. So nobody ever knew that we did it. And just yesterday I said, a couple of days ago, on my way to see you at the Oxford Rugby final. Great scrum.
Oh, they got them to see it.
The story's not as interesting as what's going on the pitch.
That's right.
Held up, Lewis Liner. Oh, that needs checking.
Oh, how annoying. Annoying for a couple of reasons. One, because they've got the chance to equalise the game. 2, crash the end of your story.
Yeah. Where were we? Driving to see yourself at the Buxton Rugby final. I made a very rash statement at the time, and I said I don't like anyone who puts sauce with a pork pie out of the fridge.
Hang on, so you're just writing them off as a human?
It was rash, wasn't it? And I even said to him, I've not said I don't like it when people, I said I don't like people.
People who?
Lo and behold, yesterday afternoon, my very, very good friend Scott Steele absolutely loves brown sauce with a pork pie out of the fridge. So,
and you're no longer
and I've had to say I don't like you anymore.
Which might sound harsh, but rules are rules.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I'd arguably think that some of my family members like having sauce. So Mum, Gran, if you're watching, which you are watching, I still actually do love you guys. You're very much an exception.
But you can love someone but not like them.
I like and love them both massively.
Okay.
So,
right.
So I've lied. What I did is I lied to Tom all day.
So it's 7-all. Jack Kenningham, Cornish pasties or pork pies?
I would always opt for a pasty.
Yeah, I don't even think it's a contest.
I would never. That's not difficult for me.
No.
I love a pasty.
Yeah, but what about...
There's one at Guildford train station, and when I used to come in on a Monday for academy sessions by train from school, I would often fuel up on a pasty.
Great take, Hugh Jones.
What we're finding out here is that you boys like pastry is the devil. Go on, Kate.
Yeah. You're very surprised by the diet that you think we have.
No, not really. You're big units, aren't you? It's not like you're stripping to run marathons or anything.
Get that. We're in trouble.
He hasn't rolled out of the way. Thank you. Send that straight into the corner.
Very nicely. Great eyesight as well, actually. So got that from me.
Do you know what? I forgot I've usually got a little telescope that I bring, but I didn't.
Arguably, our matching glasses could help us see. Couldn't they? And these are yours. They're yours, are they? They look very...
No, these are mine.
Come on, lads.
Quins into the 22. Oh, this is going to sound great.
I don't know how about you, but arguably works.
You actually do look. You
That's
could be
they're
so easily.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be the firstborn and he'd be the accident.
There you go.
Oh, on the Quins.
Is that Webb?
That's a great break. The glasses I can see.
Fastball's good on March on the crash ball. Right, shadow of the sticks, 8 metres out. Search for the second try.
Over
what
the
a
top.
ball!
And Lewis Liner, step back inside.
Oh, it's a good tackle on Lewis. We've got to stand because there's everything in the way. I'll tell you what, some tackle on Lewis.
Some space out wide here if we use it. Yeah.
Oh, he's been met there.
Yeah.
One thing to be
Makes
said.
me a little bit nervous when Marcus carries the ball.
It always makes everyone nervous.
You need to look after the quarterback at all costs.
Right then. Oh, well with this Barry.
Get over it.
Looks so up for penalty advantage as well.
And
what a
Branty.
line.
Yeah!
Let's go!
Gets in there. Oh, that's brilliant. Remains calm.
Sustained pressure, isn't it? Inside the 22.
Couple of phases. Lovely.
Whether he's feeling this first 15 minutes of this game when he is trying 100%.
Trying an assist, isn't it? He's quite a good rugby player, isn't he?
He's alright at rugby.
Yeah. It's annoying actually.
He always just finds a way to score.
It is.
I remember mid-game when he scored his hat-trick and I've come off knackered, as was everyone of course, and I sort of hadn't appreciated that he'd scored 3 tries.
Kenneth, you're the reason he gets to score those tries.
To be fair, you were the assist on the last try, weren't you? Because you held the Northampton flanker in and didn't get penalised.
No, I don't. It was.
What are you insinuating there, Dave?
Yeah, our scrum was so dominant that we just all got in the way. I think.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. That was you become part of the front row, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
The front 5. Yeah. All right, Quins 12, Montpellier. Tell you what, it's a fun game, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I was a neutral, which annoyingly I'm not, I'd really be enjoying this.
It's just such a good. It's such a good afternoon for rugby.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anywhere you prefer to be than Harlequins. I'm biased, but it's just brilliant.
So good. So good. And the game will be done by 2:30. The rest of Saturday's your oyster. Right, restart is under. Straight out. Good watch. Look at Webb as well.
He wants to get the crowd going.
Webb is excited, and I'm so happy because the man has gone through such a rough time, and he's only happy playing rugby. I mean, I'm sure he's happy at other times as well, but in terms of the injury itself, and the training, Webb doesn't enjoy training, but he enjoys going out and playing, and it's so good. He's been starved of that for so long, so to see him starting, I'm over the moon for him.
Do you know what I do feel sorry for today? His lungs.
Yeah, they're going to be blowing.
Right then,
the excitement.
Yeah, you're going to go at half time and it will hit you, all that lactic, and you'll be sitting there shaking.
Another set of caffeine, boy, and get yourself back out.
Well, especially as well because he's carrying a bit more muscle.
Yeah. But I think for the better. The same weight. I think same weight. We discussed this long and hard about what he wanted to do, and he's strangely a back row forward who doesn't like to be heavy.
All right.
And his pre-match food is as minimal as possible.
Okay, so no Cornish pasties, no pork pies.
He didn't have the heart to jump in on not the calibre of man we thought he was with a pork pie from. Maybe a crumpet, and that would be about it for him.
So I've got a question for you at home. Again, regular fans. In fact, we'll come to that in a bit because Jevons.209 asks, question for Jack: would you rather do a try-saving tackle or score a try?
Scoring a try could be the end, like just putting it down. It could be very easy. It could be very easy. A try, saving tackle. Do you know what I think of a try-saving tackle? I think of when Sam Underhill made that tackle against Wales.
Yes.
And that.
Oh, what a pickup!
Go on, Kate.
Oh, and Caden's put the boot on it.
Go on, get that. This is
that's going to go out as well. That's a brilliant.
Is that, in which case, seeing as it was penalty advantage from the scrum, should that not be the penalty because it was one phase?
Was it penalty advantage? Sorry, I didn't see that.
I didn't know it was a penalty.
I was so
as well.
engrossed in Kennan's story of
Yeah,
Sam
so
Mundy.
that and Courtney Lawes' one as well.
Yeah, against Tonga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe-
I think that will always be, that will remain in history. Like those two tackles will
Not
always
like
come up.
Luke Northmore and Danny Kerr against London Irish, just that slipped your memory.
Yeah, no, or even I'll have to give a shout out to Hugh Tizoff for that tackle at London Irish.
And you've just immediately gone for the big
leapfrog,
stars.
yeah.
The big
Yeah,
stars.
I can only apologise.
Show is rugby not. It's a shame, isn't it?
No, he's knocked it off the back there. Yeah.
I'm just a sucker for a back row try saving tackle. What can I say?
Do you remember Tyrone's in that corner? Was it against Wasps last year when there was that game, that mayhem game where Dan Robson was an absolute terrorist?
I remember.
Yeah, I remember him
It
terrorising
was quite
us.
hot as well that day.
Yeah, it was.
I don't remember his try-saving tackle.
It wasn't really a try-saving tackle. They were over, and he just knocked the ball out of the ball carrier's hand. I'm pretty sure it was.
I remember his brilliant try-saving tackle against Bath down this
Yes,
end.
yeah.
Ex-Quinn, ex-Uick Archer, Chippy.
Oh yeah, the chip.
Richard the Carpenter thought he had fixed him on the 2-on-1. Never right Tyrone Green out. Obviously.
Good egg, Chip is there, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's a great man.
And he's doing really well at Bath. And
Yeah.
Really happy.
we're chuffed for him, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, good guy. He was a great guest on Harlequins Live. For those of you that tune in, had him around Christmas time.
Yeah. I actually made my Quinn's debut with Chippy that day.
Oh, in Europe.
No, on Harlequins Live. So.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking. I got my.
Lack
Yes,
of-
that's
lack
right.
of
Chippy made
detail.
his debut. I think it might have been Munster. Or I
He
might be
did.
wrong.
He did.
Was it Munster?
Which also gave Will Edwards his debut
Yes.
as well, because Chippy knocked me out in the warm-up for the game, and then that subsequently, thanks to him, put me out for a few months of concussion, but shed light on how brilliant Will Edwards
Yes,
is.
God,
So
that boy can ball.
every cloud, isn't it?
Putting them under pressure, I don't.
Scrappy in the
It's
lineup.
scrappy.
It's Montpellier ball around about the 10, and they send
Yes,
a big one
Rev.
forward. Looked a bit forward to me, but perhaps in a better position than I.
He's going to kick it up in the air.
Right, it's in
Yeah.
the 22, so Hugh Jones can call
Come on,
on Mark
Jonesy.
here if he wants, but he doesn't. He's
Doesn't
saying,
need
where
to.
is it?
It's not rolling.
He's not rolled, and now he's off his feet.
Yeah, we've got the ball back here.
So
Andre,
Rev has offered himself for the carry.
That's always a tough one.
Yeah.
That's running into a brick wall, that one.
yeah, and he's done exactly what everyone should do and just drop before it's too
Yeah.
late.
Drop,
Don't get yourself in trouble. Set up the box.
especially because
I
there
know.
are two guys there. You're gonna be hit by what, 250 kilos
Yeah,
there.
and there's only one way this lad's going.
Yeah, good whack up.
Whacker with the chop.
Wacker's got an engine, isn't he?
Yeah, he really has.
Thomas is causing a bit of an
He's
issue there.
arguably the best breakdown nose
Work.
we've had at the club for. And it seems strange, sir, because he doesn't make many turnovers.
Who? Wacker?
Yeah, arguably no turnovers, but
Yeah.
the way he slows down the ball.
I think Wacker's been brilliant.
Oh,
I know we're just.
Yeah, that wasn't up for debate, was it?
No, it wasn't up for debate. But he gets sent in after every phase of the line out just to go into pretty much a dead rock. And the man manages to turn it into a 5 seconds.
oh, he pinched that. Come on, the boys.
Unlucky.
Oh,
Unlucky.
Turn that over.
So Andre manhandled that player like a small child, didn't he? And then him and Thomas blitzed the breakdown.
and then Simo just tried a little bit too hard to get the ball out, and
Simo and Marcus have been practicing their passing together. And it hasn't quite come off. That's a really scary place to blitz a breakdown like that, because you can leave us short on both sides.
Yeah.
But when you've got players like Andre and Dommers to fly through and cause a disruption,
When you've got two players who can do the job of 4 or 5, and they can
that was, yeah, you're spot on, aren't you?
tell you what, just the boys walking past, right? It's a good-looking bench, isn't it? We got
Yeah.
Webb down there, we got Gelterman,
David.
Nick David,
Joe
Joe
Gray.
Gray. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, everyone's laughed at that, haven't
Just walking by, and you can tell the weather's changing as well, because the boys have gone for their haircuts, and those boys with a fade
they? Yeah.
have got the classic.
Kenners and I,
You boys are
both
doing
the
all
same.
right.
Both the same.
Doesn't look good for the Harlequins.
No,
Yeah, we
there's
made an
some
effort for you.
rednecks, is what I
Yeah.
was going to say. No, obviously it's a European game. It's a massive one as well. One of the games of the round. But it feels a bit different today. Like there's a bit more media attention. A few more trucks in the car park as well.
Food trucks or just
No, trucks like broadcast trucks. Sorry. Send the Safford down Smithy's channel. Come on, Montpellier, grow up.
There we go. This is a test for Lewis Liner in the sun.
There it is on Liner as well. It's a good
Curly
kick, just
long
outside the 22. Does well.
Really has to go.
No jump. And
No need for the
just
jump.
overrun it. It's brilliant.
Marler in his casual stroll into contact. Try and stop the boy then. Takes on a lot of ball, doesn't he, Marler?
Marler's the king of that brick wall carry, which we spoke about.
Andre doing his best to act as a back row forward there in the Caterpillar. Somewhere he doesn't want to be.
Good step. Oh, wow.
Yes, step Brantos.
Marler.
Marler's back to his feet.
At some point, it is Andre.
Here we go, kick through.
Go on.
No.
You've got to play
That
that.
hasn't been knocked on. No, that wasn't.
It's hit the referee, so he's blown his whistle, and now he's given Montpellier an attacking scrum 25 metres out with options both sides.
That is upsetting.
Get out of the way, you silly sausage.
I do think Alex Dombrandt thought half-time Jaffa Cakes had come a bit early, didn't he? And he was left for dead running towards the changing rooms. But hey, small nifty scrum halves, they will do that to all of us.
Fullbacks as well.
Yeah.
That's annoying though, because the ball was legitimately turned over. We're seeing the replay of it on the screen now.
Fans are not happy.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
Neither are we.
Do you know what is quite annoying? Because I know it's an accident, but he's just down there grinning about how hilarious it is. Like Danny's about to win a foot race there and going from 70 metres to turn the tie on his head, and now Montpellier have got a brilliant attacking opportunity.
How would you like that to be managed? Because as you say, we turned the ball over fair and square. The referee did arguably get in the way for them. Maybe just
Play on.
a tussle for the ball. Two strongest lads.
Boat race.
Old school training. Just both on their front. The ball's on the floor, and then the ref just says, "Go, lads."
Or
go.
just 5 minutes of shirts v skins.
Yeah, nice. Which was 2 days ago. You saw that. The last player in football. Tops come off.
You might have seen that. I'm not privy to such X-rated content. Speaking of X-rated content, scrum pen coming up. Come on, you Quins. 25 minutes-ish gone. 14-7 is the score, not 12-7 as is on our scoreboard.
What's the scoreboard?
Wow. Really? And there's one thing he'll do here is he'll bring that tee on.
I definitely don't agree with that.
You have more scrum knowledge than me, not Dave.
I don't really know it very well. I pretend I do and I complain, but I feel like when we played them away we were so dominant in the scrum, and our front row have been so dominant all season, so I don't know what's happened there, but he was very quick to give them the penalty, especially when we were so dominant in the previous scrum in the middle of the park.
Yeah,
I would agree with you, but I do think you want the scrum penalty on good merit, don't you? By what you're saying there. We've been great, so we should get scrum.
Yeah, I do.
But what is the difference? What is the difference, though? And again, this is something that, you know, as somebody who quite literally professionally commentates on the game of rugby, it's not all the fun and games of Quins Live. You know, they're about to kick the 3 points here. I'll wait until that goes over before I ask you this question, because we will have time. And Ed Walker, we will have time to come to your question shortly.
And he has slaughtered
3 points, good, fine, whatever. Throw up, referee.
So it's a 10 point. We're now 10 points behind.
So the previous dominant scrum we had, he said use it, but it was an advantage. The next phase, the ball went out, you don't come back for the penalty, Quins don't have the opportunity to kick for the corner. Oh, short.
Shot from Joe Marchant.
So that one there, what's the difference between sometimes you play advantage and other times you give the penalty immediately? I don't think there's any consistency, but I don't think there's any way that you can ref it because the scrum is like a destruction derby. Anyway, Ed Walker on socials asks you both the best game that you've played.
Yes, Wev. How is he not giving that? Yes, he's.
This is absolute chaos going on.
You see that? Wev didn't even tackle him. He just fell over on the floor in front of him, and then. Get up.
Oh, that's just run straight into Hugh Jones. No chance from. Get up now, Cage. Get up, Caden. No, Cage, you don't.
Oh, shot.
Straight in the backfield. Get up, Cage. This is where they like it.
Yeah.
Come open. Wacko, great. Add some time.
Wev's turned it over.
Webby's turned it over. Oh, no. Best game I've ever played in. It would have to be the final, really.
Oh yeah, won a Prem, did you?
I only played 20 minutes and arguably didn't actually play that well. But we won the Prem, so it would be remiss to not say that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Yeah, but you played a big part and you were excellent. So.
It was just a brilliant day. The walkover was brilliant.
Yeah.
It's such a shame that we couldn't have a full stadium, but it was so good at the same time that we were able to get some people in there, and it was just amazing. I still struggle to put it into words really. But we won the Prem.
That's not going out.
Oh, it's a terrible.
Interesting choice. Oh, brilliant from Danny Care. Brilliant. And Marcus Smith. There's even
Go on, Marcus. Go on, Marcus. Oh my God! This could well be the try of the season. Oh my word! Joe Marchant has just finished off one of the best tries of the season.
What a score!
It's brilliant.
What a score!
Fantastic. Oh, I can't contain myself. That's so good.
That was
How good was
amazing.
that from Marcus? He's so good.
He's even told Andre.
Marcus Smith came and hitting the line at 100 miles an hour, and then March. Oh my goodness me!
Caden's done brilliantly there as well, hasn't
There's
he?
a few lungs blowing down there. Caden Murley has felt that, and arguably he's more tired. It's 50 metres. He's had to pass. He doesn't get the glory of scoring.
That genuinely one of the best tries I've ever seen.
Yeah.
From Danny keeping it in here to Marcus carving it there to Caden just hitting the line, and then the 2-on-1 at the end.
Caden did really well. I thought he was going to go for the corner, and if he'd have done that, we might not have.
Would arguably not score.
Look at Wilco as well, the sight of the man.
They've seen the catwalk model of the bench, and they have loved it, haven't they? Will Edwards leading the charge.
Ed Lee soaking up just in behind, getting the lads ready.
He looks good in the vest though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
In fact, I think that might be the only top he owns.
Yeah. Lovely little fact about Ed Lee.
Go on.
He's got a lovely tattoo of John Mayer lyrics on his arm.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm going to run through the halls of my high school. I'm going to scream at the top of my lungs.
Not quite. Not quite.
Conversion's good. 21-10. Oh, it's getting to the point where I'm starting to believe.
Yeah.
Well, it's what, 3 points?
I don't know.
Just remember, they've still got Zach Mercer to bring on. Look, we can look at things objectively. It's a Quins show, but we love rugby. How good was he against us last week?
Excellent.
Brilliant.
And arguably
Oh, it's high.
a very controversial move
Yeah.
back in, was it last year he
Yeah.
left? I think for an up and coming lad so young to move to France, a lot of people possibly thought it wasn't a good idea.
24-ish?
Yeah, I think he's pushing 25, 26 maybe.
But yeah, he was
Lewis,
absolutely
good
superb. Good chase by Lewis Liner. Oh, last 10
I am
minutes.
surprised they didn't kick the points there. Andre Pollard, maybe he's still carrying a bit of an injury.
Yeah.
Didn't fancy kicking the points. Didn't look like he'd give it his all for the kick to the corner.
Just a reminder as well that Harlequins women have got their cup semi-final.
Give it again. Go straight over, Kate.
Oh, Kate's a good shot on Kate as well. Right, knock-on advantage coming up here. They're back in the 22. Quinn's making this a little bit too Quincy.
We just needed to fall on top of that.
The sun's out, and nobody wants to fall on the hard floor.
Shot over.
Hammond with the tackle. Montpellier making me nervous.
Well done, Lewis.
Get over that, Webb.
Yeah, brilliant.
Big phases in the game here. Quinn's defending their own 22 again in the shadow of the sticks. Marcus looked a bit offside there. There's a nudge for the corner. It's a great nudge, a great pick-up and a great try.
Yeah, fair enough. That arguably was a really good kick.
Anyway, whatever, just makes it more interesting. Harlequins women have got their semi-final today against Worcester Warriors. Gloucester Hartbury beat Saracens yesterday, so they await in the final of the Allianz Cup. Quinn's looking to win that competition for the first time in its first year. That game is live streamed. The first half of that and the second half of this clash, but Sam Roberts is on commentary. He'll be putting on a great show, so once this game finishes, if you're still at home and you're looking to enjoy some rugby in the sunshine, then make sure you support Harlequins women. That is going to be live streamed across the Quinn's social channels.
Split screen.
Oh, split screen, good.
Split screen is the answer to that.
You need 3 split screens though, so you can watch the game, you can watch us, and you can watch Harlequins women. Strong team they put out as well.
Yeah.
Strong team. Yeah.
That's really frustrating me.
Yeah, your silence suggests that, hasn't it, for the last couple of minutes? We need you to think about just commentary.
I know, I'm awful at it though.
Like I said, it's just a bit Quincy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
You can tell from the dead silence.
Yeah, the conversion went over, yeah. The marching try though, boys.
Wow, honestly,
What a try.
and when people who don't have the privilege to watch get to watch it back, to see Andre absolutely baffled at where the ball is because Marcus has tucked it around himself and he's run away with it.
Marchant chases those so well. The good news is though, we're going to have all the Quinn's tries in our half in the second dig, so that's something to look forward to. It's quite annoying, isn't it? The 2 they've scored have made it a bit easy for them. But big lumps, best team in France, going to score tries, aren't they? Who's that bounce stop?
Go on then.
Here we go, Joe.
Go on then.
Come on then, boys, in the 22. Let's get this ball back.
Let's
No
go,
penalties.
Go. Yes.
Oh, we pinched that? No.
Will Evans with a charge down.
It's our scrum, 5 metre.
5 metres
Goodness
out. Come on.
gracious me.
One more before half time.
That is brilliant. Who charged that down?
Will Evans. Is it possible for your first Champions Cup game back in almost 16 months to get man of the match?
Of course it is.
I think it's
Let's have a
definitely.
look at the charge time.
I think it's highly probable.
I know, because he
That's so Webb, isn't it? That charge down. It's like out on like on the angle, just like an absolute nutter.
What's he scheduled to play today? 50 minutes?
I don't know.
If the game
What did he do? He played 50 in the Prem Cup, so I think he'll be able to.
Turn over with his first tackle in the Prem Cup.
I was
somebody into the
when we
dirt,
were at
so
London
really
Irish. Yeah, I think he made 3 turnovers in his first game back, and we were sitting there, and he was only meant to play 30. Well, he only played 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
And me and Tiz were sitting there going like, "Do you think he's going to make 4? Do you think he's going to make 5?" And I was going, "I think he might make 5." And Tiz was going, "No, he's not. He can't make 5. He's only played 30 minutes."
Didn't it? He made He won the two pens. He stripped the ball, and he did fire. So, arguably, maybe it was for him in 30 minutes.
He's amazing. Good to have you back, Webb.
And probably the best video that's been going around is him chopping Wilco low.
I've seen that. It's been going
on
around.
social media.
I've seen that.
In his Iron Will documentary.
I was in the physio room and they've come down and I was like, We've got on because they do like a live thing. And they were like, yeah, Wev smashed Wilco. I was like, oh, so he's all right. And they're like, yeah, he was good.
Right then, we've got to score
Head on the wrong side. This is a great
Ball's in
scrum.
penalty advantage.
Here we go. Andre's going to give this to Marcus straight away. Yeah, Caden.
Oh, there's the crossfield. Caden's just over Caden. Battle stations. Right then, do you go corner here or scrum?
Good scrum again, I think.
Good scrum again.
I really don't know. I think I'll go. Might depend on what Marla says, I think.
Yes. Yeah, that would
Sure.
enjoyed it, that bit.
And that's Caden Murley telling people he's 6'1", but unfortunately been caught out this afternoon.
He's lying.
He's been caught out this afternoon.
Right then, scrum again to Quins, 15 metres in from touch, 5 metres out from the try line. At the far end, as you can tell, because we're all looking in this direction, but we
get sore necks, aren't we? Really?
Well, he's had one for about a year now.
Yeah.
Honestly. Are you regretting the shorts, or are you still?
No, I'm not. It is breezy up here, isn't it?
I don't mean wearing them, I mean buying them.
Oh, buying them, I see.
Horrible.
I'm only joking, mate, they're great.
I think it's just jealousy, Luke.
Jealous of the pins, look at them.
Yeah.
Right, Quinn scrum. Just looking at the clock, ours is on 39:30, but it's not linked in with the ref's watch. This screen's supposed to have the game on, but somebody's turned it off for us.
Okay.
Oh, that would make life easier.
Right, penalty advantage, here we go. Send Lewis up the blind side, go on. Yes, Lewis! Try time for Quins!
Another assist.
Yes!
Another assist.
One try, 2 assists for Donners. Quins over again.
That's what we need.
It's 26-17 for those of you that are just watching, but that's 26-17, not 26-10. Harlequins 26, Montpellier 17 with the kick to come. So that's 52-57 on aggregate.
Goodness me, they're going to lose count, aren't they?
Game on though, isn't it? Finish from Lewis.
Yeah. And that's the thing he's the best at.
Yeah.
Arguably in the Premiership at the moment, if you want a lad to score tries, Lewis Lynham will do that.
He is, again to coin a phrase, he's very good at rugby.
Yeah.
Prolific.
Yeah.
Right, toughest kick for Smithy so far. He's 3 from 3 off the tee. Wins 26, Montpellier 17. Marcus Smith swinging the right boot at it.
What are the scoreboards?
I know. It must be.
Oh, you're looking for the scoreboard?
Oh,
Well, no, because usually there's a clock there, but I think it's the European regulations.
I think there's going to be time for the kick then.
Yeah, you'd imagine so.
Yeah.
We're on 40 an hour.
Yeah.
All right, Marcus Smith swings the boot at it. Oh, he's got it as well.
The new boots so far are doing the trick.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, and that's the controversial thing: is are you going to be as good with new boots?
Well, he didn't have the best day with the boot against London Irish, did he? But it didn't matter because we scored loads of tries.
Yeah.
Kicks could be important today. Just a reminder that we've got a competition running today to win a shirt that's been signed by these two. Oh, don't let it bounce, boys, come on.
The #1 rule.
So we've got a competition. You come in a signed jersey. You need to get your pictures in of you at an away game. Having a great time. Best picture.
Come on, lads. Let's not do something stupid.
Well done, Webby.
We've got some pictures in, but we're not going to show.
Yes!
Well done, Webby.
Penalty advantage.
No way.
Just a knock on.
For what?
Who's knocked that on?
How? Oh gosh, that's how.
How's he possibly knocked it on? To the point where he turned at the referee and asked if it was him.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Right, while we're waiting for the scrum to set, again, pictures, get them in on social of you on tour with Quins. If you've been to an away trip, you've had a great time taking a great picture, tag us in it at Harlequins on Instagram, on Twitter, and we will scroll through them. I think we've got a picture right now, actually. Oh yeah, there's the Two Woods Four Quarters boys, the award-winning Harlequins fan podcast. That'd be a good name for a podcast, actually.
I think that is. You're onto something there. That's a lovely picture, isn't it?
Yeah, really, really cool.
Nice
really
big.
cool.
Done well to have a good sign, Marcus. Great shot.
Oh, they did have a good time as well in Montpellier. So keep the pictures coming in if you want to be in with a chance of winning. Hold that up. Hold him up. Hold him up. Hold him up.
It's got to be a
Webby has took a knock.
Yeah!
Great turnover.
Is that Webby in there again?
I think Webby's took a knock somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where. Andre would look like the recipient, and that's half time.
Well, Webb has stayed down, but it is half time, so he's got 10 minutes to rest and recuperate. It's Harlequins 28, Montpellier 17.
He's staying down a little bit too long for my liking. Please just be a dead leg. Just as.
Right then, we'll try and find out what's happening with Webb. Let's just talk about the positives from that half then. And one of those is what that man's done for 40 minutes.
Yeah, he's been amazing, hasn't he? He really has been amazing.
So his back, I'm just trying to work out.
Oh, it looks like an arm, maybe.
Shoulder.
Oh no. Not sure. Oh.
Well, I don't think we can speculate. It is Quins 28, Montpellier 17. Lots to look forward to in the second half. We're going to try and find out what's going on down there. That is the one dampener on what's been a brilliant 40 minutes of rugby. We'll be back with Harlequins Live in the second half. We'll see you then.
I don't even want to look. I'm just going to go and see my dad quickly.
So, I'm a huge fan of Harlequins Rugby Club, have been ever since I was a kid. So today they've invited me down to Surrey Sports Park to train as a Harlequin. I'm going to be doing fitness tests, meeting the players and seeing if I got what it takes. To get my day started off at Quins, I'm here with Ed, who's the fitness coach at Quins. And what have you got planned for me today?
We're going to take you through the Bronco. So the Bronco is a pre-season fitness test we use.
All right.
Yeah, we'll give you a standard and see if you hit it.
Let's go, guys. Let's give it a shot. What is a Bronco? Talk to me.
So the Bronco is the baseline running test that we do in pre-season.
Yeah.
When you come in, you get your test done, and then if you pass or hit your standard, we deem you ready to get involved in our rugby or our running program. So today you'll be going through it. It's 20 metres and back, 40 metres and back, and 60 metres and back 5 times, as quick as you can.
Got it. And what's a good time to get?
For you, we're probably going to be going 4:30, so that's the back standard. So Marcus Smith, as you said actually earlier, you weren't mic'd up. You said you thought you were fitter than him, so you're probably going to get a 4:30.
I didn't exactly say that. Right, anyway.
You did. But it's fine, it's cool. It's fine.
Let's go with it, guys. Let's see how I do.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, that's a good pace to hold. Nice.
Let's go, baby.
Good. Try and relax into it, keep the rhythm. Nice, you're keeping a good pace here, mate. Keep that going. 2 reps done. 1 minute 48. Are you into your last rep now? When you get to the try line, you now got to empty it. You just got to go for it now. 4:50, get back to 4:5. Let's go. 4:56, 57. Very respectable for somebody that's not getting ready for a pre-season. Nice, well done. How'd that feel?
Should we go again?
If you want.
I'm joking. Oh my God. No, it's horrible. Am I ready for Quins yet?
No.
Okay. Cheers, mate. So, about to go into the Quins gym, see all the boys training hard, and maybe show them how it's done. What goes on in here, man?
So this is our gym. This is where obviously you can see the boys in the background. They're getting their lower body done. I got mine done yesterday, so I'm on slightly different. I'm in an upper body. Hopefully you can tell, but yeah, boys are over there getting their jumps in. So jumps are how we measure how fit you are going into the week, and they measure your readiness to train and stuff like that. So yeah, boys are just getting them done, having a little competition, a bit of fun to start.
Mate, I can hear them from here. They're so loud. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, North 56.
Someone's still washing up today.
Hands on hips.
Yeah, go on.
Stand until Ethan says go. Just drop down and go as high as you can.
Stay straight, yeah, okay, fine. That seems odd.
Stand still.
Yeah. That was so bad. I got 36. I tried my hardest, Joe. So I'm here with Freya, and you're going to be teaching me how to pass. Yeah. I need the help as well. I haven't passed in so many years.
Hand at the bottom, hand at the top. Keep them up, keep them high. Straight through. Keep this hand really strong as you come across. Practice, practice, practice. Keep that arm high.
So Freya has sent me the task of 5 shots each, aiming at the crossbar. Obviously I'm going to lose. It's just,
you never know. There we go. Whoa. Oh. Put the pressure on me now. Oh. Lucky, lucky.
The only difference is when it comes to a game, obviously I don't play, you've got someone running in your face.
Yeah.
That's a lot more different. It's way easier to just stand there and pass.
Yeah. Well. Did well.
Thanks so much.
Got
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Boy, everyone's teaching me perfect things today. I think I'm becoming a Harlequin.
That's fine.
So I'm here with Lewis, and Lewis, you are known for being good under a high ball.
Yeah.
I'm going to need some advice today.
Yeah.
What is the technique? How do I do it?
When it's coming, you almost keep looking up, don't worry about what's happening in front, because you will get probably hit by the opposition when you catch it. You just don't have to worry about that bit. Hands like that, let the ball come in and then squeeze your elbow so that it just doesn't go straight through you. So basically, it sounds easier than...
let's see
how you do it.
Should we put it to practice?
Yeah.
Right, let's go. Okay, perfect. Oh, let's go, let's see how it goes. Alright, so... Oh, it felt weird. Real dramatic on the kick, by the way. Just as dramatic as you can. Yes! Right, guys, so that is me signing out for my day at Harlequins, and what a day it has been. I have learnt so much. I think it's time I get back out on the field. Don't forget the big summer kickoff on the 21st of May at Twickenham. Gloucester versus Harlequins. Go onto Harlequins website, get your tickets. I'm going to be there, you should be there, and I'll see you there.
Harlequins are back out for the second half. They are still 3 points behind in the tie, although they are 11 points up on the day in the glorious sunshine here at Harlequins. You join myself, Dave Rogers, Jack Kenningham, and Luke Northmore for the second half Harlequins live. How are you feeling at home? How are you feeling at home? Are you nervous? Are you excited? Do you have hope? Do you believe? You lads, are you Ted Lasso fans?
Yeah, I love it.
I was going to get us.
I watched it after my operation. I just binge watched it.
I was going to get us the big banner that just says "Believe" to stick behind us today, like on the change room at AFC Richmond. I love it. Right then, Montpellier getting us underway. Quins attacking the try line we're closest to. Good take from Simo, Luke Wallace is on, which means Webb is off. But what a 40 minutes on return. What a 40 minutes.
He did brilliantly.
Yeah, he was excellent, and we just got to hope that this is just a bit of a precaution. Look after the lad. He's done a sublime, great shot from Lewis.
Go on, lads. Go on, lads. Come on, then, give it to us.
Oh,
yes!
Here
we go.
Great start. To be fair, today is a day for Luke Wallace as well. He's going to love it out there in the sun.
Yeah.
Big day for a Quins legend.
No way.
First attack for
Here we
Quins
go.
then, at the blind side.
Oh, that's forward. The referee.
Oh my goodness me!
It was forward, but we come back for a penalty.
Yeah, take that.
Happy days.
We've got some fan pictures as part of the competition. Have you got the jersey there? No, you haven't. We'll get the jersey out. But it is the European jersey. We, of course, in the European Cup today. It's been signed by these two.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
I actually saw that one come up. I was having a little look through, and that one does stick out.
Now, boys, I was going to say post to level the tie or go to the corner, but Marcus Smith is obviously going to the corner.
I think that's a silly question.
That's Quins.
Oh, there's the TIH.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
The famous supporters club, the TIH. The H stands for hats. I can't say what everything else stands for, but you can work it out for yourself. But great Quins supporters, come rain or shine, and great to see him in the shine there.
Just got that. That's nice. I like that one.
That's a good action shot with the flag in the background. But more photos still to come because Quins have got a line out 15 metres from the line over in front of the DHL stand. Whacker on the ball. Look at them closing the gap before the balls come in. Mayhem carnage.
Yes, Thomas. Good
Thomas
job.
at the back.
Great dart.
Oh, Wallace goes early.
Yeah, nice, Luke. Clear it.
I think that probably was the play.
Okay. Oh, Danny's having a go. Little nudge for Danny. Oh, it's got a touch.
That's unlucky. That's unlucky. We'll put him back down there.
So I have to remember a lot of names for my job, right?
Yeah.
And yesterday I was doing some boxing, and I was doing the British title fight between Gavin Gwynn. Oh! They've gone quickly. We've nearly nicked that.
No way. Get him, Simo.
Get him, Simo.
Get him, Simo. But between Gavin Gwynn and Luke Willis, and the amount of times I've had to sit on that and be like, Willis, not Wallace. Willis, Luke Willis, Luke Willis, not Wallace. And I definitely, over 12 rounds, will have said Luke Wallace about 3 times. Although, I reckon
You're a
Luke
professional.
Wallace would be an alright boxer. It'd be tough though, because you boys are so big, he'd go in at heavyweight, so he'd be fighting guys who are 6'8". Oh, it was a great read, wasn't it? Bouncing the ball.
Go quick. Chance to add some tempo to the game. Give it to the big fella.
Give it on, Trey.
That's great speed of ball, and this is where we pick him off now. Here we go, Lou. Hands
Lou.
good.
Oh, what? You jumped.
Put him down. Look on. We just go to the scrum.
I asked you boys if you had the jersey, but I had it all along.
Yeah.
Knock on. It'll be Montpellier ball. Put it in the scrum 5 metres outside the 22. This is the jersey. The much talked about camouflage Quins Army jersey. It could be yours. What size is this one?
Can't see it.
Bigger.
Hey? 11. 11? L. Large 11. Yeah. 11. Size 11.
Long day.
Oh, nervous day. You boys are remarkably calm, given the circumstances.
That's brilliant, isn't it? That's unlucky.
When we get front football like that, that's so good.
Quick change. They've brought on. You've lost the team sheet, but what looks like he's wearing the scrum half.
Yeah, but they mess with the numbers, don't they?
Mind games.
I don't know.
So it looks like Pollard's gone to 10.
That
was a brilliant impression as well.
Impression of what? Somebody correctly pronouncing a French name?
Yeah, just like the accent was.
Oh, you've got to go full Eddie Butler on the French, haven't you? Oh, there he is with the first
Marcus has put his head where it hurts today, and that's what's evolving him into be a good player with the all-round best 10 in the world, arguably. They're going to take this.
Will
Joe
Edwards
would
be very hurt to hear you say that. Oh, that's a great ball though under pressure.
Mr. Marchant. Oh,
he was going down. He was
going down.
Yeah, Lassie could be in trouble here. It's advantage for the high shot. And I've got a feeling we could be looking at a video screen here, and this could change everything.
It's definitely. I mean, it's definitely.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a mitigating factor in him being
on a brighter note
on the way down.
Andre thought he'd take the time to obliterate his South African friend.
Yeah.
With the pass.
That was personal.
And he did whack him.
Yeah. Hits him really hard. No.
He's just. He's not having it. You can imagine the man upstairs having a look.
So let's have. Well,
it's
we can
difficult
see it
because he makes as he makes the pass, he's falling. He's.
Oh, it's not
no way. Look.
It looked way worse from back here.
Yeah, clotheslined him for a second, but he's actually done nothing of the sort. Oh, it's not even high.
It's not even
That's
high.
not even high at all.
He's sitting on the arm.
That looks so bad from up there.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh god,
is it yellow?
Yeah.
But that arguably wasn't even a penalty.
No, that wasn't a penalty.
But it does mean that Montpellier have the ball.
That's just so frustrating. How is that? He was right in front of it. I don't know.
Yeah, but he saw it, but also he saw it from behind like we did. So all we saw was the swinging arm, and the player go down. Oh, this is dangerous for Montpellier in the 22. Oh, we pinched him, right?
We've done well. Who's on that? Someone.
I have no.
Oh no, it has come back Montpellier's way.
We have turned it over.
Lukey Wallace turned that over.
Like for like sevens. Bring him on.
Have you ever
That's
been
a brilliant
surfing?
turnover.
Have you ever been surfing with Luke Wallace?
I wouldn't want to. I tried once. I tried to learn, and I maybe stood up like once or twice.
Really?
But he put me to shame.
He seems.
I think him. Well, Lewis Charlton and Luke Wallace went on a surfing holiday in the break.
To Morocco.
Titi Lamositele is coming on the tight head side, and he is as wide as a double door.
We should. Maybe we'll arguably match that with Wilco in a minute.
That's a very good point, well made. So
not that I know if they play the same side or not. I don't really pay much attention to this.
Well, they play the same position, so they've got opposite sides. Both big
Lovely
lumps.
Tizzy.
Speaking of big lumps, Tiz goes up, takes the ball.
Like a salmon.
Takes some lifting.
I think Lewis can get up for this.
It's gone forward. Knock on advantage. It's come back to inside, but we'll have to scrum. Right, more fan picks. Really enjoying them coming in. The thing I don't enjoy is that when we see them, they cover Luke Northmore. In fact, I'd have him as a guest on the show.
Yeah, this was close to my favourite. Yeah, we discussed this earlier. I think that is one of my favourites. That's up there.
Also, looking at the tattoo, that's been on for a long time as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just.
You had a few concerns, didn't you, with being on the other side?
Yeah, it's like having the ink that close to your heart, you know? I mean, I'm not an expert.
Quins is the heart.
Yeah, Quins is the heart. That's nice. Family in the sun, and also the son protecting his dad's head there.
Yeah.
And that's really, really crucial.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately we don't have them out there. James Chisholm, Tom Lauday.
Yes.
They would be creamed up to the max for days like today.
And also they could never put head tape on because it would be the end.
Matt Simmons arguably has a cold scrum out to keep his head cool.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, good ball. No 2-on-1 there. Come on, boys. Tackle, Kate.
I think Andre's on that. Oh,
Yes! He is so good.
I think I was watching the rugby last night, doing some extra work for commentary, and I think that now puts Andre joint on turnovers with Bevan Rod for the season.
Really?
I think Bevan Rod, he might have made more when the stat come up. Both around 13 turnovers this season.
So the two best jackal merchants are an inside prop and an inside centre. Unbelievable.
He's so good.
And here comes Wilco Low. Maybe not so much a turnover threat, but a mutant of a man.
Oh, big boy. So they're emptying the bench
just so softly spoken off the bench.
Yeah.
Could you? Oh, I'd love to go to his for a barbecue.
I've never seen someone so big wear the number 23 jersey as Montpellier.
Yeah, well,
I've wore that jersey a lot.
So they put their scrum half at 20, and then they put a forward in at 23. So they put the monsters on now then.
And the mall is being demolished by Harlequins.
Well, we've got the monsters on too.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well done.
Here we go. Should pull this. There's space out wide, there really is.
Carry for Wilco. Good carry. Get him over that. Nicely done, Luke Wallace, clearing that out. Smithy in at first receiver. Little dart again. Can't quite find the offload. Nice to have some ball, to be honest. Up over the 10. Oh, Marlowe, second receiver. Go on there, Joe.
Yeah, we can pull this now.
Oh, no. Not done.
Simo's worst nightmare. Having to catch and carry and pick it up from his shins.
Number 3, Montpellier, who's been replaced by 18, Wilco Low.
Confirmation of the front row. Replacement name Collier off, Low on. Well, Simo's been put in midfield a couple of times today, hasn't he? He has.
He is the type of player that he knows exactly what he's very, very good at, and that's what he wants to do.
Okay.
If he had it his way, I don't think he'd ever carry.
He wouldn't touch the ball.
He would just simply clear the breakdown.
He'd clear breakdowns, hit
mauls, and then tell everyone how hard he's working. Because he loves to tell us how hard he works.
And swim through mauls as well. He loves to.
And he'll sit there with a beer after the game, like, "Poor lads, I worked hard today." Oh, I was absolutely blowing at one point.
So we want to do as well.
Unusual here to only have was. There were 2 in the backfield for the 50-22, but they got a 4 on the open side. DC join up. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Oh, great fit.
Allow Joe to just step in. Great pressure from Danny there.
Smashed. Oh, he's pitched. Oh, sorry, we pitched that, not on. So.
Yep. Oh no. That's a great tackle.
It's a great. That's what you've got to do.
The initial
with
thing
him,
you think
it?
is, oh no.
He didn't give him a chance to bosh him.
When Andre runs into people.
Andre's actually, he's holding that like a loaf of bread. He's done well not to knock that on, to be honest. Right, are we boxing here? It's in their own half. 10
But
metres.
look at how many people they got in the backfield.
Oh, it's close to touch.
Oh, that's unlucky. That's unlucky.
Oh. All right, anyway, keep your pictures coming in. We've got a shirt to give away.
It's very difficult sat here to say, oh, there's loads of people in the backfield. But when you're as tired as I can imagine Joe and Lewis and Caden are, they probably think, please just kick the ball away. just for a second.
And also, this will be the first time that a lot of the boys will have played on a hard, fast, warm track for ages, won't it?
Yeah.
This will suit Montpellier, though. Mainly because they're in the Quins half. Hammond gets called out. The more fan picks in. Great jackets. Penalty advantage.
We've got this going, lads. We need to stop this.
Just come back for the pen now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
No, Lukey's over it. Lukey's over it.
Yeah, nice.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, we're going back for the penalty.
Unfortunately, they're going to just kick the 3 here, you'd imagine.
Yeah.
I'd find
Very strange for them.
But controversially, maybe they're thinking all these lads are going to do is want to score. So
8 tries to 7 tries on aggregate. That's mental.
When you think
It's
about
only it's just the weight effects, isn't it?
But the insanity of that 15-minute period in the first leg, where there was one loose kick that they scored from, then they scored directly after that when Andre was sin-binned as a result of that try, and then was it 3 tries when he was in the bin.
It's just momentum, isn't it? Yeah. Momentum is like the most important thing, and especially in a sport like rugby. And in that first half, after we had all the ball and could have scored, it just switched round and we couldn't do anything. We couldn't find a way to stop it.
All right then, going for the sticks. It is Pollard. It is good.
6 points.
6 points.
Come on, lads.
So 60-54 on aggregate. It's a good game of rugby, boys. It really is.
You can't knock us for the entertainment factor, can you? Caden wants to get up for that.
Oh, brilliant! Oh, he's done well there.
He's done very well.
That's unlucky.
Oh, I thought March had it.
Equinyi has done really well there, and that Mositele.
Arguably one of the best high ball players in the Premiership.
Yeah, 100%.
He's got to get an
no,
as well.
Please don't be hurt, Joe.
Everyone's celebrating, that's gone straight out there.
I actually thought, but I don't really know the rules of this. This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
He carries it past the 22 and then Wilco drives him back inside.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts on that?
I think if he's drove back into the 22, then it's not taken back in.
This will sound good. A big carry from Andre as well.
Oh, here we go. Just pick him off. Pick him off here. Yeah. Oh, absolutely steamrolled. He has been steamrolled. I'm not surprised he's not rolling. I'm really not surprised.
Shin's winded himself.
Yeah. So who's the real winner there? I don't know.
Took him for the team.
Yes. And I would not want Caden Murley running at me at that pace.
He is the most powerful player
He
in
is
this team.
so strong.
I know we're going back in time now, but how good was it when we scored that great try to see him hitting the line that quickly, just exploding onto the ball. All right, to the corner we go.
Come on then, lads. That was a lovely, that was a very well worked piece. That was.
Harlequins 28, Montpellier 20 here in the sun-soaked Stoop. Coming up to the last 20 minutes. Jack Walker with the line out right in front of us here. 8-9 metres from the line.
Oh, great line. Don't see that very often, this Quinn side.
You can sense that they've left Caden at the front of the line to try and keep them honest. Like they're going to try that trick move again, haven't they?
It worked. The line that worked. It was just unfortunate the throw was just slightly off.
Still, scrum penalty coming up.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And young Zach Mercer is warming up. Plenty of tape on the calves, isn't it?
Great news. Zach Mercer's coming on. Oh, good.
Yeah. Hard surface, do you think? Maybe a bit of extra tape, look after the calves.
You say calves differently to me.
Yeah. Calves.
Okay, while they're setting the scrum then, let's have some fan questions. Keep them coming in. You're asking the experts. That's these two. Archie Seymour Upchurch. Fantastic name, Archie. Yeah, who's on tunes in the locker room? The locker room? Are there lockers?
Yeah, there is, unfortunately, no lockers unless you go to football grounds.
Okay. Who is the changing room DJ?
Matt Simmons, and that's only because nobody else wants to do it.
Everyone gets very scared because you get rinsed if you don't put something on that everyone's like.
And I think Simo's at that stage where he's past caring about that.
Yeah, or I'll actually shout out to Villy, Gloucester away.
Yeah.
We had some great tunes.
Okay.
Yeah. Didn't we?
Can you name any?
So much so, yeah. The Wenger Boys was on, and I chatted to a few Gloucester lads a few weeks later, and a couple other lads had the same conversations, and they thought that there was a new bar just outside the changing rooms, going a bit mad, just because we were all so excited dancing to the Wenger Boys before the game. And I can imagine this was pre-game.
It was the most bizarre thing I've ever had in my life. Honestly, I was. Yeah. It was the strangest thing.
Oh, I love that. Right, Quinn's line now, in between the 10 and the 22, into the back again, and lost the ball.
That wasn't the full Come on, lads. Here we go. We just need to reset. Couple missed line outs. It's fine.
Oh, he struck out of that well. Great tackle, Wacker. Great tackle.
Always get a little bit nervy though.
Yeah. They're difficult ones, them, aren't they?
He's away. There's been another change in the pack. Is there?
Simo's.
No, I can't see anything.
I can still see Simo.
Yeah, I can still see Simo. I can still see Tiz.
Marla's taken a knee, but I don't think.
But again, that could be a lung injury.
Yeah. He just wanted a little breather, that lad.
Great take on the box kick. Right then, let's keep these questions coming in thick and fast. Ask the experts, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Type it in, we'll get the good ones up. Dave Thistleton, why isn't Luke playing? And how long is Jack away from being fit? Well, look at him, he's been fit all his life.
Saturday afternoon.
And why are you saying, why isn't Luke playing? It sounds like you're asking me, and I'm not at liberty to answer those questions, but I have got two gentlemen next to me that perhaps will be able to answer them. We'll let Quins get this ball back first.
Wow.
Great ball.
This is a great move.
That's really good.
An opportunity to play here. Oh, and
I think March has been tampered with there. Right then, we're going to kick this to the corner. So why aren't you playing, Luke?
Unfortunately, I tore my groin against London Irish, which put me out for a few weeks. Hopefully, be back. It's hard to put a date on. We'll be back long before the end of the season.
Good.
We're just a little bit unsure of what weekend we need to target. That's an excellent kick.
Okay.
And no wonder the song comes on after a kick like that.
And Jack?
So far so good. It's meant to be a 6-month injury. I'm ahead in terms of my recovery process. I'm hoping to do it in and around 5 months. I've just hit 3 months. I'm running for the first time next week. So far so good.
It's good early.
They have to have taken him early.
Yes, nice. Very clear, Thomas.
And we're on top. And we're on top.
Disadvantage. Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, that's advantage for Luke in the line, right?
Yeah, I've forgotten where I was. But basically, so far so good. Running for the first time next week. And I'm really hoping I'll be back fit for the end of the season. I think it's unlikely at this stage that I'm going to play. But I'd love to be back doing some training with the lads, helping prepare them for the latter stages of the season. But we'll just have to wait and see what the specialists say. I'm hoping to see it this week.
You say running, does that mean like hitting the roads for a 5k or some of these brutal sprints? I see you going.
I think it will probably be very, very chilled out running to begin with, and we'll gradually build it up. But it will just be on the pitch with some sort of shuttles kind of stuff.
Good luck. Right, Quins, line out on the 5. It's starting to feel like a must-score play.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
wow.
yes,
That's
yes.
still been brought down, surely.
Oh, is it our player, is it?
Either way.
The ball being lifted.
Now they're all over that. This will be a turnover.
Yeah, that'll do. We're not quite sure, and we might not agree with it, but that is fine.
I think you'd be frustrated on either team. He's given it for not rolling away from the previous ruck because they've both landed on top of each other, so we couldn't really clear their players over the ball.
Right, this is 3 penalties in the 22. We've gone for the corner each
We're
time,
scrumming.
but not scrums.
Come on, lads. Come on. Come on, Wilco. This is big, lads.
Andre written all over it.
This was brilliant. Well disguised. I'm really surprised. You often see if you can get that back, that's a try. But I think with the momentum, we almost fell over ourselves.
Right. We are 6 points behind in the tie. 8 points ahead on the day. Quins with a scrum 5 metres out.
Come on, lads.
What do you think, mate? Do we score here?
Yeah.
Well, he said it, so it's going to happen.
Spot on. Who's scoring it?
In it comes
Andre
from
or Joe
Johnny Kidd.
Marchant? Andre or Joe Marchant? Speak now.
Right, Thomas with some footwork to do. The scrum's starting to
Yes!
penalty advantage. Here we go.
Danny has definitely gotten his way there, isn't he?
Yeah, totally.
That's going to be disallowed. We'll come back for the pen.
Okay, scrum again, scrum again. Right. Did you see the ref get on his bike there like he was about to start a tester?
I thought the ref was going to get involved.
I'm not sure what it is in Alex Dombrand and these French sides, but he just gets himself a little bit pumped up.
Right there.
We'll do it again.
Yellow card inbound.
Has to be.
Let's ding him. We need to get it going. Come on, lads. Come on, lads.
It's a real experience. A couple of rows in front of us. Risky. 4 pints of beer.
Well, 3.5.
One.
There is a lot of spillage going on.
No, 2 Guinnesses were very much saved there. Congratulations, sir.
Look at Marla giving it some here.
I wonder what it would be like to have that much confidence in how good you are. That you can just
listen to this crowd.
Mind games.
Come on, lads. This is big.
Special moments here at the Stoop. It'd be even more special if Quins managed to score a try here and just put themselves on the front foot in the tie. If the conversion's kicked, they'll be ahead, but they need to score the try first. In comes the ball.
Same again, is it?
Penalty advantage. Here we go. At the back to Marcus. Great tackle.
That is great defence. Great defence. Fair enough.
Where's the card? Where's the card?
Yeah, where is the card?
Go on, Danny. Oh, not touch, not touch, not touch. Can't feel as though that's not the right call there.
Right,
we are where we are.
Probably.
We've made the decision now. Now
Yeah.
we've got to.
Arguably, it will come.
We've got to go through with it now.
Yeah. Just scrum again.
Because I felt like there was a yellow card coming if we had another scrum pen.
But then he should have blown twice, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Keep him in there. He's got to roll. He's got to roll.
Nice one.
Oh, this is so tense. 2 metres short. Oh, he's literally holding him by the neck there. Oh.
Where's the card? There's got to be a card. The atmosphere is quite exciting in this corner. The ref's going to feel under some pressure.
Is that 6 penalties?
Yeah.
Totally forgot about the clock. There's just under 15 minutes to go.
Props taken in here.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with them.
No, I think he just wants it all to be over.
It's got to be. If it's not this time, it's got to be the next one.
Surely we're having a very, very strong word. Good talking to him, I imagine.
Stern. Maybe even a finger point.
Come on, lads.
Yeah.
Come on, lads. I think we got a scrum.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But whilst we got a little break, do you want to talk about that question that we found on Twitter?
Oh, yes.
It might not pop up.
Yeah. What was the question?
Would you rather have 100 chicken nuggets or have your height in Subway sandwiches? That was on Twitter whilst during the break, whilst we quickly went to the loo.
I don't even think that's a conversation. I think that's so easy.
We know what we're going to say, so on three we'll just all say the actual thing.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. Yeah. Good. Okay, thanks. We can continue the show.
I was really, really upset. It almost felt like there was a correct answer.
We should have.
Oh, the crowd just sound incredible. This is a special moment on a special day, and so much hinges on this scrum.
Only one way this is going. It's got to be. I've got a funny feeling it might be Caden Murley who scores this one.
All right, now it starts to move. Now it starts to move. Put your arm out, ref. Oh, he's going to reset it.
It's not both. There's no bottle in that.
Yeah, he
Although I understand because it wasn't as dominant as the last one.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But it's so shaky because he knows it's a yellow card if it's a pen.
You bottle us, get Campbell.
Danny's just putting a bit of doubt in their head. Don't worry, lads. You're still going backwards. You're still going backwards.
It wasn't as dominant.
There's some very irate.
And he's tired. Marla's still there, waiting to scrummage.
Yeah. So what's happening here is I can't see the number on the back, but there's Montpellier forward down, and Joe Marler is just standing, Michael Jordan style, with his hands on his knees, just over him, probably talking about anything other than rugby, I'd have thought. But this is actually ludicrous. Because it wasn't as dominant, but it was still moving forward when it dropped.
Lewis Linus jogged over for a little bit of water because he's probably feeling a little bit lonely out there, which is understandable.
Just something to do, probably.
Yeah, the player's been in this left corner, deep on Caden Murley's side.
Right, come on, lads.
And I think Lewis needs a bit of love. Yeah. Scrum, pen, crossfield kick. Liner will score.
Right, when he first started with the mullet, I wasn't having it at all, but now I think it's iconic.
I think we've just accepted it now.
Yeah.
It's part of his Australian flair.
Heritage, of course,
heritage. It's very...
All right, another scrum 5 to Quins. I'm sorry. Nervous with this. Danny Care will put it in from the blind side. The replacement scrum half, Martin Doan, puts it in.
We'll just stay in this goal
this is it again.
Oh, it's got to be
yes! It's got to be a pen. It's got to be...
Well, it's advantage.
And there should be another penalty.
It should be a yellow. It's got to be a yellow. It's a yellow. It's got to go.
Where's the hooker?
Yeah.
It's the hooker he's set. Wow.
He's getting a reception, isn't he?
Also, he's shaking his head as he goes off as if that's a ridiculous decision.
I wonder if there's a... You don't often see the hooker getting sin bin.
He's the one that popped up though, and I think it was accumulation.
Right.
I don't think the ref knew which prop, so he thought, I'll go in, I'll cut it down the middle.
Yeah, it's just a classic.
That said, boys, we're still behind in the tie.
Yes. 6 points.
But momentum is a big thing.
But I just reminds me a little bit of how dominant we were in the first 10 of the home or the away leg.
Yeah.
We just really could do with something here.
Yeah, well, we're scrummaging again, and surely if it's another penalty, it's a penalty try.
Oh my days.
Yeah, the Quins fans are really giving it some.
There are a fair few words to describe, but I think the French players are just basically can't win. And I could get I want to get very irate, but for the sake of keeping this PG.
Oh, hang on, sorry, it was the replacement hooker that was sent off. Sorry, Simbin, so they put the starting hooker back on. Right. Yeah, keep it PG. Do you know what? Don't keep it PG. Keep it 12.
Yeah.
Taking the mickey. That's what we. Okay.
Right, time to pick another try scorer. I do think probably. I'm either saying Joe Marchant or Hugh Jones.
Are you? All right. So ignore our clock. That says 74. The clock says 68. Okay, it is scrum time.
It's a pre-engage, but...
And it comes from Quins again.
The scrum guru who said he doesn't know anything about scrum just called us pre-engage.
They popped at another penalty advantage. Go on, touch it down. Yeah!
He was on the line. It was on the line.
Well, the referee's gone for a knock on it.
I want to know at what point do you give a penalty try?
Yeah,
do you give a penalty try, or do you give another yellow card first, or do you give, I don't know.
Well, the thing is, you know what happens here, right? You know what happens. Eventually, if Quins don't score, when Quins don't score, the referee relieves pressure on himself by just giving a penalty to Montpellier.
He'd be a very unpopular man around these parts.
Oh yeah.
He might not even make it out Southwest
I
London.
wouldn't want to be sitting next to Adam Jones.
Although it would be inaudible, you wouldn't understand what he was shouting.
Inaudible Welsh.
I get it. He's from Cray. It's just down the road from Brecon. Lovely part of the world. His father and my grandmother used to play cards in the Esker Railway in Surrey Bridge, you know. Right then, but that's
practically family
again.
Practically family. There's an awful angle going on over there. I don't know
we got
much
straight through him. Straight through him.
Goodness, we're just wandering to the middle of the park, aren't we? At this rate.
This is absolutely ludicrous.
Normally, this is the very boring.
It's actually got to a point for people who aren't watching that the backs are having to run to keep themselves warm and ready. Marcus Smith's just done a 25-metre sprint just to make sure he's right.
Yeah.
Lewis Larner's doing squat jumps over there. Andre has not moved a muscle, but that's fine because that's what Andre does.
Lewis Larner's got a tan. He's just walking around. He's walking around in a circle like a leopard in a cage.
Yeah. If Andre could have a rum and coke right now, I think that would be his happiness.
This is absolute chaos. 10 minutes of the fixture to go. I think the clock's still ticking as well, so all of this is taking time under a Montpellier yellow card too.
Which is arguably what they want.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword, all this scrummaging.
Why is it moving?
Oh, that's got. Are you surely?
Go on, Andre. Go on, Andre. Right, the ball is out. Quins have to score here. Thomas gets stopped right on the post.
Just don't need to get held up here.
Just needs to get close to the
just
post.
get it to
They're
Marcus.
all offside. They're all offside. Oh, go on. Go on, Marcus.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We are going to have a look. And it probably will.
I think that's going to be brought back.
I think that will be brought back. Blocking.
All right. So as it stands, Marcus has scored a try.
I'm not getting my hopes up.
No, me either.
Okay. Marcus is shaking his head.
We do have to comment that it's picked up quite a breeze, hasn't it? It's been set up here.
So what are they? Oh yeah, it's crossing, isn't it? Yeah, it's crossing. Shame, really.
Maybe the.
So this is going to be penalty Montpellier.
And this is where the controversy starts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's difficult.
I mean, as frustrating as it is, it can't. It is crossing.
Yeah. And in those situations, there's nothing more that Hugh Jones can do.
No.
Because
you've picked your line.
He's trying to give Marcus an option, and you never know what Mavericks like Marcus are going to do. We've brought it back maybe 10 metres further than it needed to be, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Right, we got 10 minutes. It's 71.
Yep.
And we need 7 points.
Yep.
Yep. Great insight, Kenneth.
I believe.
Do you know what happens here? We're going to pitch this line out.
Yeah, for sure.
I really hope so.
I reckon it might even be overthrown.
Jamin needs to get up. We are.
Are you alright?
No, I'm getting very jittery.
You know what?
I find this very difficult.
That's not straight.
We were gifted a couple of them. I do think unless it's obviously 100% not straight, they kind of give the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And I could imagine that Quinn's hookers and hookers all over the world are probably like, that's fair enough, because they would want the edge.
Right then, boys, at some point we're going to have to pick a DHL moment that delivers. You know what? We're not picking a DHL moment that delivers because it's just that try. It's one of the best tries I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That is easy. And we need to pick a winning photo for that shirt.
Oh, yeah. Here we go, Lewis Liner.
Oh, great take.
Like an eagle.
And I think that's an opportunity for us to pull it.
Offside, a penalty advantage.
Here we go, use Caden now. Use Caden. Here we go. Pick the hole.
Yes!
It was on the inside.
Well, no, because I think that's come off his knee, so is that a knock on? Has he started holding it like this? Why has he started holding it like this?
He has got ginormous hands.
Well, yeah, but I've just seen with my eyes that he's just knocked it on.
You will see a lot of lads. Joe Marchant's a bit like that. Unless he's 100% tough in contact, the hand will go like this and it allows them to do whatever they want with it.
And if you look, he's given this back to Marcus.
Yeah. I think it comes off his knee, really.
Yeah. Well, I think Montpellier
probably goes forward.
Dre on the boot. This always makes me a bit nervous because sometimes he goes for a spiral and this is touch.
Because I know that Joe Marchant and Caden are saying to him, make sure, and he says, that doesn't help.
Right, 7 minutes to go. Have you got an idea of what your favourite photo is?
I think there's a couple, isn't there? There's been a lot of family and friendship in a lot of them.
I like the one with the podcast boys and the flag with the away fans. The tattoo's got to be included.
The tattoo is probably up there because that just shows longevity of being a Queen's fan, isn't it?
We've got away with one that's practically gone into the back line there.
Here we go. Joe Marchant, great carry. Stronger than he looks. Give it Jonesy.
Right, Quinn's back into the 22. Marcus dummies inside and then takes it on.
Marcus.
Looked like a high tackle on Marcus, but maybe we're not playing those today.
Couple of tired bodies out. So you can't put your hands on the floor, Zach, I'm afraid.
Good carry. Come on, Wilkie. Oh, don't get isolated, who's there? All right then, inside. Very nervous. Quinn's 10 metres out.
You can just see Joe Marchant clinging to the touchline because he knows what's coming.
Got numbers back round.
Here we go.
Go on, Hugh Jones.
Oh, great! He's actually thrown him to the floor, I think.
Yeah. Oh, again. Oh, don't get isolated. Wacker, get there.
Just got to get out of the way, please, boss.
Oh, great leg drive from Andre. 3
Here we
metres
go.
short.
Steamroll, give it over the top.
It's a 1-point ball game.
Get in now.
Oh, wow.
Have you pulled yourself out?
I don't really know.
What have you done?
I think I'm okay.
No, you're all right.
I can still hear you.
Oh, my goodness me. Right then, Harlequins 33, Montpellier 20. 75 and a half minutes on the clock.
And it will go to Marcus kicks
Quite an important kick.
61-60.
Look at this little pass here, though. Wait. Oh.
Yeah, brilliant. Unbelievable delay, and that's what good tens do.
To be honest, Lewis just coming in for something to do as much as anything.
Yeah. And like good poachers, he finds his way to the try line.
Right then.
The cavalry, Joe Gray, Simon Carrod, looking like they're ready to come on.
Oh, K-Rod, the artist.
God, you could hear a pin drop, couldn't you, Kenneth?
Everyone got up to celebrate.
Yeah,
I was celebrating.
Yeah, he's missed it. Pulled it away to the left. Oh, Harlequins 33, Montpellier 20. 76 and a half on the clock. We need another score.
This is big now.
Montpellier will not be in a rush.
No, not at all.
Great shifts.
Yeah.
Brilliant shift from the lads. As always.
Come on, Grazer, see us home.
Jonesy.
Right, boys, just anything. A penalty, a drop goal, a try, any scores.
Come on, lads.
Yeah. All Marcus could
got to dig deep now. Got to dig deep.
This whole match has been a roller coaster. Oh, Joe Gray. Thought he pitched that back then. Double volleyball, battle at the net.
That's back from the Olympic days. You commented like that, isn't it?
To be honest, mate, it's from yesterday in my spare room. Oh, what a shot!
What's that?
Right, well, regardless of what happens,
that's a great shot.
I am going to head down to pitch side to get reaction.
This is tense now, isn't it?
Yeah, incredibly tense.
2 minutes left. They're going to try and keep hold of the ball.
Oh, he kicked it.
Oh, spacing behind.
Is that 50-22?
No. It's on the 10. That's okay. Just take the time.
Sorry.
Oh, here we go, Lewis. Here we go. The Queen's way. The Queen's way. The line is still going.
Great carry.
Good breakdown. Yes, great breakdown. And now we're on the front foot.
Nice tiz.
What a carry. What a carry. Marcus wants this now.
Oh, lovely. Go on.
Here we go. Oh, no. Oh, great D. Andre. Wow.
Oh, I love this club. Regardless of whether... Oh, do you know what?
Whatever happens.
Whatever happens.
Turnover.
Win.
Yeah, he's in the pocket, look, for the drop goal here.
No, here we go. Turnover. Oh no, I think that's...
Keep saying it, manifest it. How has he made that interception there? That's genuinely a tie-saving intervention, that is.
Come on, Lukey.
Come on then.
Right, 79 minutes on the clock.
We need a pen here.
Oh, hope is fading, boys. Hope is fading.
Never, never.
Go on, get over that. Just keep your eye on Lukey Wallace, because he's just loitering for the chance, isn't he? Lovely feet. Oh, gorgeous feet. Oh,
shot, Andre. Fire that, lads. Fire it.
We need to start testing this breakdown a bit more. We got 45 seconds. 45 seconds.
This is allowed. You don't want to have the ball.
No.
Here we go, Dre. Yeah. Oh, that's definitely in the side, isn't it?
Right, boys. I need you to make a decision because we need to decide before the end of the game.
Yes! Yes! Come on!
Quinn's penalty.
What a turnover, Alex Dombrandt.
Was it Dombrandt? What a shift from that boy.
Joe Marchant prepared to tap and go.
So what? Pick a photo for the competition winner.
Kenners, pick a photo.
Quick.
What we choose?
It's the tattoo or the away fans with the flag.
Tattoo for me.
Yeah.
Okay, we go tattoo. I'm going to go with Luke.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man with the tattoo. You've now got a lovely away jersey to cover it, signed by these two. We will get that to you, but for
no,
now,
lads, no, get it, lads.
That's it.
Just fire this breakdown, lads. Brilliant.
That's it.
Brilliant. We can win this. We can get this ball back.
It's not
sure. We have. Yes. Knock on advantage.
That's our ball. He's not going to blow the whistle, though, is he?
Yeah.
Surely not. Surely not. It can't end like that.
It can't.
So tough. That's so tough.
It surely can't end like that.
Harlequins 59, Montpellier 60. 160 chaotic minutes of rugby and Harlequins.
Oh, you can't see how that He knocked it on, but there was definitely a few bits in the side.
We feel hard done by, but the lads they brought it back to within 1 point. They can be proud of themselves. There were opportunities where we really feel like I feel like we could have and should have gone on and won the game, but that's just how the game.
Questionable 10 minutes spent down here scratching for our lives.
I agree.
To not come away with anything in that phase, in those phases. The referee is keen to get into the dressing room as soon as possible, and I do not blame him.
No. Maybe even stay there until the stadium's empty.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, of course, the next fixture is at home to Leicester on Saturday. Let's talk positives though, boys, because to beat the team who are top of the French League 33-20 here in the sunshine in front of this crowd, who are obviously going to go away devastated, but they played their part in a magical afternoon here at the Stoop. There's so much to look forward to, isn't there?
Yeah. The crowd was excellent. The boys are going to be like properly gutted about it, and you can't put your finger on one thing. We'll be frustrated probably about that away leg, but we're such a young group, I think, as a whole, and like as a team we're building, and like yes, we won the Premiership last season, we did fantastically well, and we just want to build on that, and I can see like us keep progressing in Europe. Still got the Premiership this year to look forward to. Like you say, Leicester on the weekend's a big game against top of the league. We've pulled apart Montpellier, who are top of the league over in France at home. But it won't change the fact that we're bitterly disappointed. But there's always next year.
Yes, there is. I always like to focus on the positives. So let's pick through a few. Will Evans, 40 brilliant minutes, and so good to have him back.
Brilliant, yeah. Does everything a 7 should do. Was fantastic for the first 40. I'm so pleased to see him back playing. I've just got my fingers crossed more than anything, but he's all right, and it's just a precautionary sort of taking him off for the second half.
Joe Marchin's try,
excellent. Epitomises what Quins are about, really.
Yeah,
doesn't it? This weather itself, albeit stays for the next 10 weeks of the season, is going to showcase what we're like as a squad, and how we like to play in this weather.
Domers has been announced as the star of the match.
I've got a feeling that's number 2 or 3 for the Heineken Cup.
Yeah, I think that's true, because he won when I played against Cardiff at home. He won it.
I thought he
did when he scored the hat-trick, the late hat-trick, when he beat Cass.
What about Cardiff away? Marcus or Domers? Who got it then?
I don't know, it should have been Dan Fish.
He's collected. No, that was at home.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't play.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's so weird to win by 13 points against Montpellier here and still feel deflated. It's a mad and brilliant club. I am going to head pitchside to try and get some reaction. Hopefully someone will want to talk to me. Thank you for your company, boys.
Thank you for having us.
Despite falling a point short, I've really, really enjoyed this. Good luck with the recovery. It's the hope that kills you.
It is, it really is.
Right, stick with us, don't go anywhere. Hopefully there's going to be some smiles on faces, and Harlequins Live will bring you something else to enjoy. Slight change of plans due to the disappointment. We will not be bringing you any post-match reaction, but keep your eye on all of the Harlequins social media. There will be some great post-match content. Head over now to support Harlequins women in their semi-final. Quins against Worcester Warriors, looking to book their place in the Allianz Cup for the first time to play Gloucester Hartpury and bring some silverware back to this great club. Disappointment here at the Stoop after a fantastic performance. 1 point short, but we go again next year. See you for Harlequins Live against Leicester next Saturday, but until then, goodbye.